Hello and welcome to another episode of Wyrmroost, the Wormwood Gaming Community D&D game. I'm super psyched about tonight. We've got a ton of great talent, a lot of great players here with me tonight. This has been a lot of fun. This whole project, putting together the community with the people at Wormwood, and getting us all to get together and play these games together. This has been a blast for me. So I'm super proud of all of the interaction, how the community has been responding to it. It's been great. So thank you all so much for watching, for being involved. I want to go ahead and throw it over to my players for the evening. First and foremost, we've got Dr. B. Dr. B, go ahead. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, hi, everybody. I am Dr. B. I am the clinical director over at Take This, the first mental health nonprofit to serve the game community, where we are trying to destigmatize mental health challenges and educate folks. And I am also, in my spare time, I teach people how to use things like Dungeons and Dragons therapeutically. And I'm really excited to be here.
Dr. B. I'm super pumped that you're here. I've gotten to play with you once before, and it was a lot of fun. And I'm excited about tonight. Coming up next, we've got from Wormwood themselves. We got Mr. the Chris Gates.
Hey, what's going on? How's it going?
Not that you need the introduction, Gates, but why don't you tell everybody who you are and what you do for Wormwood?
Yeah, so once upon a time, I was a convention manager for Wormwood. There used to be these things called conventions, where lots of people would get together in a enclosed area and shop for along the exhibit hall, and you know what conventions are. So I used to run those, and I don't anymore because they don't exist in the age of COVID. So I am running the customer service department, which has gotten very busy in the past couple of days due to the Kickstarter that we launched yesterday. So. Yeah, we got some exciting things going on right now at Wormwood.
Awesome, Gates. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for doing this.
I really appreciate. This is a blast for me. No, this is fun. This is work for me, and this is fun. So I'm not going to complain.
No, this is I love the fact just being you inviting me to a stream. Period was fun, and then seeing the cast that I'm going to be playing with is really exciting and fun. So thanks everyone for having me.
Absolutely. Up next. AKA Snuggy.
Hi, everyone.
Rundown, buddy. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Chris, aka Snuggy. I am a Twitch streamer, gamer, critter, wormling, and fan of Randall Hampton. In case you don't know his work.
Nobody knows that. It's fine.
I do some volunteering from time to time with Take This because I'm all about my community was founded on providing a safe place for people online to express themselves free of judgment, and we're all there to support each other because it doesn't exist much on the internet.
Chris, very thankful for you for doing that, and I'm super thankful for you being here with me. This is the first time we've gotten to play a game together, so I'm pumped.
Yes.
This is going to be fun. I'm excited about this. I mean, Chris and I have worked with each other a little bit in the past, and we actually got to work with each other at PAX U at the Take This booth for a little bit, so that was a blast too. So
it was amazing.
Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Last, certainly not least, Chris and CB bring in the cosplay tonight. I love it. That's awesome. Thank you so much for putting in the effort, putting in the work to really bring the characters to life. That's awesome, guys. Critical Bard, tell us a little bit about yourself, Bob.
I just wanted known that where Snuggy Chris went all in and did the damn thing, I saw his makeup and was like, oh shit, let me actually do this too, because I'm a literal not human. So I did that. Hi friends, my name is Omega Jones, also known as the Critical Bard. I'm a vocalist, actor. If you've heard this silly thing that's a jingle for Wormwood that kind of just floats around, I made that because I'm a hot mess. I am the host and creator of the hashtag BlackAF Roundtable, which is a roundtable with Black creators in the community talking about some realities of racism, because it's real. I also have worked with Critical Role doing the jingle for Critter Hug, which is a show unfortunately on hiatus right now, but is a show about signal boosting and supporting the community and other various game stores. I'm very, very, very excited to be here. I'm not playing a bard. Sorry about it.
Oh,
and
man. Everybody just turn the stream off.
I'm
But
playing
no,
a
it's good.
bard.
You are playing a bard, but yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Thank you for inviting me, and I'm excited.
All right, CB, thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate it.
And Randall, to be fair, you mentioned the cosplay that Chris and Critical Bard are doing, but you don't know if my character wears a scally cap and headphones and a red Wyrmwood shirt. You don't know yet?
I don't. This is true. I don't. I'm gonna say this once. I'm gonna say this once. Everyone that's in playing this. So normally, how this works is we have members of the Wyrmwood gaming community from Twitch, from Twitter, or from YouTube. Come and they get to meet and mingle with one another, and they get to meet some of the people that actually work at Wyrmwood. I think just about everybody here knows each other already, but you guys you really are members of the Wyrmwood gaming community, because you've all been involved in one way or another, helping out with Wyrmwood and as they've been coming along. So we love that you guys are a part of the community with us, and we thank you so much for being here. It means a lot.
Well, thank you for.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Serious shout out to Wyrmwood for all the work they do for the community.
Dude, Wyrmwood's
For sure.
amazing. Wyrmwood Gaming's, the community is fantastic. The people are great, but the company has done so much to bring the community together and to build this almost familial type of community. It's amazing. So everyone at Wyrmwood, thank you so much for all you do. To everyone in the chat, well, some people might jump in and leave a little note for you. I'm not going to interact too much, just to try and keep a little bit of immersion going for the game. But maybe we'll jump in if we take a break at some point. I'll jump in, say hi to some people. Right off the bat, thank you everyone for coming and watching. We really appreciate it. All the subs, all the biddies, everything. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to the game, to the community. So thanks so much. We really appreciate it. With that, I think we're going to go ahead and get started. All right? Oh, Alley Pup's hosting too. Thanks, Alley Pup. All right. So previously on Wyrmroost, we've had 3 different platoons of the Royal Guard of the Kingdom of Caldorn stand against forces unknown. As wave after wave of foes crash against the walls of Caldorn, our heroes have stood tall in an attempt to protect king and kingdom. Today, we venture far to the east of Caldorn, in the middle of the Bahiran Sea. A ship sails to intercept an envoy from the far kingdom of Bastul. Relations between the two kingdoms have always been a bit tense, but letters of marque from Bastul came to the kingdom asking for a meeting. The meeting is meant to be a cessation of hostilities between the two nations in order to form a more lasting peace. The last line of that note read, "Prosperity can be found for all by the simplest of measures. Let us meet and burn away all transgressions of the past." Thus, here we are, set afloat amidst the salt and spray. The sky is clear and blue, the sea a shimmering expanse of blues and turquoise. You've been sailing for about 2 days now, and you're meant to intercept the ambassador's ship and escort them into Port Orford. From there, they will be escorted to the Citadel for a grand meeting with King Levenheit and other dignitaries from across the globe. So, as we come down onto our ship, Captain Dorwit, tell us a little bit about yourself and tell us about this fine vessel. What's the name of this ship that we're sailing on?
Name of this ship
Sure.
is. We talked about great names earlier, and I think the best name was. Oh man, now I don't remember. I feel like I got to look back in our chat.
How dare you? How dare you?
I know. What was the one you liked? Critical Bard. What was the one you liked? It was one that you said something like.
It's a certain wood, and it's also a dragon at this point. Starts with a
The origin
K.
is Mexico.
Oh, the Catalogs. Yes, yes,
We are
yes. No,
sailing
that was.
aboard the Cadillac.
Yes, that was the best. That was a good name. We were sailing aboard the Catalogs. I am a 7-foot tall Goliath. I'm a little bit shorter for most Goliaths. I'm a muscular physique, but not as muscular as some of my some others of my kind. I come from a long line of soldiers, of knights who were sworn to protect the kingdom. My father, all four of my older brothers, they are all sworn to defend the crown, and so I just kind of was expected to follow suit. And so here I am. I managed to work my way up the ranks, and now, of course, I command my own ship, the Catalogs.
Now, are you at the helm right now, or is someone else has someone else taken the wheel?
I am currently at the bow.
You're up on the bow. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I enjoy the breeze and the smell of the salt and the spray of the water as we crash in the waves. And besides, I know that we have a ship that we're coming to greet. I want to make sure that I'm at the front when we greet them.
Being on the lookout for. Okay. All right. Let's go to Cascade. Where are you right now aboard the ship?
I'm about to say I'm muted. No, Cascade is currently probably just like off to the side, looking over a railing, just watching the sea. Probably looking intently into the water.
Tell us a little bit about Cascade.
So Cascade, 2 seconds, if I can go up to the thing that I typed out. So I was trying to get there before you said I was. There we go. But Cascade is a water genasi, though he has pointed ears. There's a regality to him. He has a little bit of sea elf in him, but mostly genasi. He is a druid. He is, for lack of a better word, a liaison from the sea, because in this age of, roaming pirates and privateers and all these things, someone has to protect the sea itself, because there are people who live beneath the waves. So he volunteered, well, more so said he would do a thing. So he is now a privateer as well, but again, he's more of an ambassador. So he's hands behind his back, is kind of watching. He has, as you can see on my face, blue skin, is two-toned, a little lighter in areas. He is wearing, for lack of a better word, leather armor, but it's made of this dark gray material, almost looks like shark's hide. He has a nice side cloak that's kind of going over his shoulder down to the back, that's kind of made of like nets and has shells and all these things on it. It's very blue, very ocean-like. It's very wavy. He does have dreads that kind of hang down to his shoulders, with white little seashells on the ends of some of them. Bright blue eyes. He has I'm lying to you. He does have a staff. It's kind of gets adorned with like different, aquatic accoutrement.
Okay.
And yeah, he's very just watching. That's him.
Weather eye on the horizon, making sure nothing else is happening.
Yes.
Okay.
Very much so.
All right, let's go to Fizz Cogshiner. Where are you on the boat right now? What duties would you be performing? And then tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right, I won't do the voice to scare everyone off yet.
Do it.
Fizz is a goblin. I'm not sure if that's obvious by the makeup, but he is below deck and primarily resides below deck. He is a powder monkey. He's the artillerist. He likes to make things go boom and scream out certain things when he makes things go boom, because he's excited about boom. He has been with the Royal Guard for quite a while. Very weird circumstances how a goblin came to work for the Royal Guard. Basically kind of tricked into thinking his god wanted it. But consequently actually became educated in the ways of everything magical around the world, because he thinks, being a goblin, everything is magic. But yeah, he likes making things go boom, and has a tricks up his sleeves to a degree, but likes to keep everything secretive and close cuffed.
Love it. Fizz is probably on the middle deck, just maintaining the guns, making sure everything's ready to go should they need it. All right, Legato.
Up on the upper deck, off to a corner out of the way, y'all would see a very large, broad-chested, silver dragonborn in ornate, regal half-plate armor, sitting back and just observing everything and plucking away on his loot, keeping everybody just a little bit entertained, but also being willing to help out where necessary, keeping a watchful eye on things and chatting with, it's doing some weird cracking. Oh, shoot. 1 sec.
It's not a real stream unless there's tech issues.
How about now?
Still doing it.
Oh, for the love of God.
All right, tinker for just a second, and I'll tell you guys about the person on board that you may not that I hadn't told you about. Traveling along you and currently at the helm, keeping the boat on course, is Finnegan. Finnegan is a tall, lithe half-elf with long, dark hair, weathered face. He's been at sea for a long time. He is old hand at sailing, and the captain. He has sailed under you for many years. He's sailed under you for probably the last 4 years now, and he's been a trusted member of your crew ever since he came aboard. So he's been there for you through thick and thin. You guys have gotten into some hairy stuff, but ever since Cascade came aboard, life's been a little bit easier for you guys on the open seas.
You're
And
welcome.
Finnegan's thankful for that. Can we try that again, Dr. B?
Sure, how am I sounding now?
Legato,
Good.
Legato, you
Oh,
sound
there we go.
crystal clear and beautiful.
Sorry,
I would say-
everyone.
Turn your audio up just a little bit though.
Oh, my gain's low. Okay,
Just
how's
a-
that sounding?
That's good.
Perfect.
Thanks, everyone.
All right. So you're up. You're up on the. So you'll be back on the stern of the ship, plucking your loot, letting the music kind of flow over the deck. Okay.
And being helpful wherever I'm needed. Music doesn't solve all the problems of the world.
Okay. Well, as you guys are traveling, it's a very calm day. The winds at your back, so you're making good time. The spray from the water comes up onto the ship, and every once in a while you taste that salt as it hits you. And as a life as a privateer in the service of the kingdom, this is what freedom tastes like. This is wonderful. This is like the best feeling you could possibly have to do while doing a job. So you're very motivated by your current scenarios. Now, Captain, you were given the orders to come out and to meet this ambassador and escort them back to the kingdom. Tell me, how much information would you have given your crew?
How much information would I have given my crew
About what
this
their mission is? Yeah, about what their mission is.
As much as they needed to know. Just basically as much as you've told us.
So you've been told in your mission notes. You've been told that a gathering of dignitaries is being held at the Citadel, which I'll give you my quick crappy map that I put together for this. Devin, Rue, please don't look at it.
Devin, if you're here, judge.
Oh no. So right up here in the northern parts the northern parts of come on.
What is this weird technology? I am not.
I love the city of convert to normal layer.
Yeah, I know. It's good, right?
I had a very ordinary time.
Is that near the
there.
kingdom of processing?
It is. Okay, so
along
right up
the
here,
rendering river.
right up there is the citadel. That's the seat of the kingdom. All right. Now you guys made berth at Port Orford, and you're currently sailing far. You're about 2-3 days east of here. Okay, this is the kingdom. What's supposed to happen is dignitaries from all over the world, including from the Barren Lands and the Virgin Waste far to the south of Caldorn, and now from across the seas, dignitaries from all these kingdoms are coming to try and make a peace. Caldorn has been very secluded and shut off from the rest of the world for millennia. And it's always been kind of a little secret that there's vast wealth within this country, within this kingdom. Other countries have tried to engage in trade, and some have gotten some success with it. But most are met with hostility and very, very strict rules on who can come and go in and out of the kingdom. So the fact that you're being asked to go and find a dignitary and bring him inside the walls is a little strange. This hasn't really ever happened, and the fact that you know, Bastul is a very it's a very authoritarian country. The emperor of Bastul rules with an iron fist, with direct influence from the surrounding priests of the different religions in the area. So it's not necessarily a kingdom that you would think you'd have a whole lot of relations with. But you're being asked to bring them in. So I don't know if you wanna talk to your crew about this a little bit. I mean, how does everyone feel about that?
Is there a so there's a number of dignitaries from a number of kingdoms that are coming to ours, or is this just the one dignitary from this one?
This meeting is set to be a meeting of the Kingdom of Caldorn, which you represent, and probably 6 or 7 other kingdoms all coming together to try and form a new alliance so prosperity can spread throughout the countries.
And is this meeting of dignitaries known publicly?
It is. It's known that a gathering is happening. They're not quite sure what the purpose of it. Like the peasants and the farmers and things like that. They don't really know much about the politics of the country. They just know, hey, we're protected behind the wall. We don't have to worry about bandits. We don't have to worry about roaming hordes of barbarians. And we're protected from the sea by the navy. So they don't really understand the need for it.
Yeah.
But it's known that something's happening.
Given the dignitary that we've been instructed to escort back to our kingdom, I do tell my crew.
Okay.
I do tell my crew exactly what kingdom we're meeting with and whom we are escorting back, because I want them to be prepared for anything.
Okay.
I know the reputation of this kingdom, and I'm not a particularly trusting captain, as it were.
Okay.
Especially of people outside of my own kingdom, especially, and this one in particular raises some red flags.
Okay.
Question. So I'm just trying to understand. So on the map, we sailed from Port Orford out to meet somebody.
Yes.
Gotcha. We went that way. We're gonna meet them. Yeah, we're gonna meet them at sea and then bring them back.
You are to go and meet their vessel and escort them back into Port Orford, and from there they will take carriage up to the Citadel.
Okay, and then the second question, personally for me being from the sea, how much would I know about this other kingdom?
Because you're not necessarily because your kingdom in the sea is not
a kingdom up above.
Yeah, it's you've had interaction with them. You've had probably an interaction with any kingdom that's a seafaring nation.
Okay.
And most of them probably haven't been that great. Relations with Caldorn have been good because Caldorn sees the benefit of having you as an ally. They respect that. and they welcomed you with open arms. And they're actually very, very glad that you're on this particular mission, knowing what might happen.
And what's the name of the kingdom again? Bash something.
Bashtul, yeah.
Bashtul. Thank you. I'm about to say Bastille. Like that's not it.
Close enough. Close enough.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you.
Yeah. Finnegan kind of shouts up to the captain and says, "Hey, let me know. Is there something we should be looking for? Is there anything you want us to do once we finally meet these people?"
Just want everyone to keep their guard up.
Okay.
I would turn around and look at the captain and just say, "Captain, I do not trust everything, but something tells me this is not what we will expect it to be."
It's exactly what I'm worried about. I want us to be cordial. I want us to be warm. But I want us to be cautious. Legato.
The captain says fight, and fight, right?
Captain says fight. Yes, fight. I'm hoping it will not come to that.
Captain, if I may, do we know the intentions of the delegation of which we are being set out to meet?
As the story goes, they're coming to make peace with us and the other dignitaries. But I haven't known this particular kingdom to be, and correct me if I'm wrong, Randall. Sure. I haven't known this kingdom to be to have a reputation for peace.
You know this kingdom to have a reputation for being ruthless. They hold on to those in power hold on to their power tightly, and they will do just about anything to keep it. They seek to expand, but they've been limited in that simply because of a lack of resources. Bashtul is a very mountainous region, so there's not a lot in terms of wood products. They're wealthy because of the mountains and because of the mining capability that they have. They've been able to mine lots of resources as far as metals go, but a lot of the other natural resources, farmlands, trees, things of that sort, are pretty scarce.
Captain, it strikes me that enemies are often dehumanized in the name of maintaining xenophobic stances. What, in fact, do we know about this kingdom beyond the stories? Stories are contradictory.
What do we know about this kingdom beyond the stories? Has anybody, would I or anybody I know have ever been to this kingdom, Randall?
There's no direct trade line between Kaldorn and Bashtul. There's no direct trade with them. There have been too many disputes on the open water. I would say there have probably been a few skirmishes with some smaller vessels. When you're far out at sea, I would say there's probably been a few of our fishing vessels that have gone under because of piracy. And those ships have definitely flown the flag of Bashtul. So there have been negative interactions for sure. And it's with them, everything's a power grab. If we can take your fish, we can eat and you can't. You've been to other ports around the world. You've been sent out and you've traveled and you've traded in that respect. Or you've been like an escort ship for trade and things like that. But you've never directly gone to Bashtul, no.
So then we don't know much more than the stories.
And how should we proceed upon first meeting? with their
Legato, I want
flagship.
you to do most of the talking. It's what you're good at. People tend to like you. So let's let them like you.
Oh, yes, sir. Thank you, Captain.
There can be peace. Let's let there be peace.
Finnegan just speaks up a little bit and says, Captain, tell me, are we just going to let them sail into port? Do we search their vessel first? Do we make sure there's nothing illicit coming in? What do we do? Are we allowed to?
What are the policies of my kingdom on what is there a standard protocol
I
we
would
follow?
I would say if you're in port, there might be a standard protocol, but out at sea, less so.
And has there been any instruction on our part of whether the entire vessel is to sail into port, or whether we are picking up the dignitary to sail them in on our ship, or is that sort of?
It is your understanding you are to escort their vessel into port.
Okay, and that comes from the top. That comes from my superior.
Yeah. So.
All right. Well, I'm a military man.
Captain, do we have, if you'll beg my forgiveness, do we have any sort of plans for a formal reception for their representatives?
I want them to be wined, and I want them to be dined.
Ah.
I want us to be warm, and I want us to be cordial. And if they ask for spirits, we give them spirits. If they ask for more bread, we give them more bread.
Captain, gun salutes?
No gun salutes.
Oh, okay.
No reason to startle them.
Okay.
We will not search their ship. We do not want to risk offense. We will escort them into the harbor after their captain and I have a short discussion.
We should speak with them before they come to our harbors. At the end of the day, we know what the people of Bashtur tend to do.
Yes.
Well, what do they do?
Well, the rumors, the stories say that they raid until they can't raid anymore. They take until they can't take anymore, and they expand until there's nowhere left to go.
Ah, so we like them. Okay.
One would think no.
Oh. Okay.
I am surprised they are, we, the kingdom, decided to offer a hand to them. That was unexpected.
It's certainly unexpected coming from. It's certainly unexpected that they would. That we would welcome them, of all kingdoms.
Which is why I say we must be wary and watch. I do not judge someone for what they look like and what they might be, but I will judge them according to their actions. And they have not been proven to be peaceful.
I agree.
I will stand with Legato. I will not speak, but I will make sure they do not lie.
Appreciated, Cascade.
Now, is a ship nearby at this point, Randall? Or are we?
You were expected to meet them about 2 days out from port. So you've been traveling roughly about 2 days. You kind of keep a weather eye out. Go ahead and make perception checks for me.
That's everyone, Randall?
Well, you probably went back underground. Are you up on deck, or are you going back under?
This would probably stay by the guns, just in case.
Okay. Anyone up on deck or up by the crow's nest or anything like that can make a perception check. Yeah.
I want you to know but I do have a passive of 22.
Oh, actually, I do want to know this. Actually, yes, I want to know
I
everyone's
roll-
passives.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, I have a passive. I'm observant. That's why.
I have a passive of 21, and I rolled a 21.
Jeez.
I rolled
Okay.
a 26.
Okay, that'll.
It was
that'll
like,
do.
like I thought the passive would beat it. It didn't.
I just love Dr. B's face when I said I had a passive of 21.
That's obscene. That's like truly obscene.
CB said his was 22.
That they're both obscene.
No.
We're special.
I think Finnegan's is 15. All right, Gates and DB, what are your passes?
My passive is 12.
Ditto.
Yeah. Which is why I keep Cascade and Fizz around.
Yeah, but no, hold up.
Fantastic.
My passive insight's a little bit better, so
My passive insight's up there. Not as high, but
That's
Mine's
crazy.
not.
Okay. All right, so 26. Yeah, as you looking out on the horizon, you see kind of just off to the east, it's a brilliantly clear day, and just off on the east on the horizon, you see the sails, dark red sails coming into view.
I believe someone mentioned red flags.
Nice.
And so yeah, you see them coming. So they've made note of you. If you pull your spyglass out and take a look, you do see that they have a white flag, a flag of truce sailing on the bow of their ship. So you know that they have seen you, and they are making an intercept path towards you.
I have a quick question, and don't judge me for this question. I am not a pirate. What the fuck? Ships. Are there like? I mean, I'm not thinking like Titanic, obviously.
Right.
But like, are there any like the part that's underneath the sea, the
Mhm.
ship? Are there any like holes to see out?
No.
Okay.
Under there would not be, not in this day and age, at least.
I didn't think so. I just wanted
No.
to make sure.
No. No.
Okay. That changes something I was considering doing.
I would say that just based on your nature, I would say that there have been times when you've probably been like swimming with the dolphins alongside the ship, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I could absolutely see you jumping in the water and seeing what's going on below while you're out on patrols or what's going on. I
Oh,
could-
that was 100% where I was going. But
Yeah,
I was more so saying it was
absolutely.
if there was anything I would be able to see inside the ship underneath.
No, you
underneath
would've-
the waves, or probably not.
I would guess that the captain probably sends you overboard at least once or twice during a tour, just to
Yeah.
observe.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. That saves the wild shape. But
Yeah.
Might I make a suggestion to the captain?
Of course.
Sir, as this is a diplomatic mission, it behooves us to present our best face. And might I recommend that you, as well as an honor guard, are present on the bow of the ship as we approach to meet our delegation, and you get one of the competent crew members to pilot while you act as lead representative in full regalia.
I am on the bow of the ship, but I'll gladly take an honor guard by my side. I want you here too, Legato.
Yes, sir.
I want you to be greeting them with me.
Yes, sir.
All right. So Finnegan's still at the helm. Then he's still moving the ship forward. As the ships come closer and closer, are you doing your Namor thing, CB? Are you down in the water, kind of exploring what's going on, or are you up on the boat?
Part of me really wants to. Trying to think, because you know what? to be safe, and let me make sure I am not lying to you either. That's like my thing I always say. Yes, I can breathe and see. Okay, yeah. I'm not going to wild shape into anything. However, I am going to like step off the back of the ship so no one sees me stepping off the ship on the other ship.
Sure.
And literally just I'll be right back, Captain. And just jump down, and I'm going to swim underneath the ship, and just make sure. I don't know if they're trying to smuggle anything. I don't know what they have. So just make sure nothing's underneath their ship. Okay. Just giving an eye.
Okay. All right. As they come closer, we'll have you check that out. As the boat comes.
Before I forget, just in case things happen while I'm still on the ground, I will go to. Let me just make sure the captain wants Legato to speak, but Legato wants the captain to speak. So who's speaking?
Legato speaking.
Okay. I will go over to Legato. I'll like squeeze your shoulder and say, "You'll be fine." As I kind of squeeze and like my nails almost like convert into like something clawed. Just kind of squeeze a little bit, and you feel a little, I don't know, silver tongued maybe. I'm not sure. I am casting Eagle Splendor on you via enhanceability. You have advantage on all charisma checks.
Ooh,
Nice.
all right.
So.
And my persuasion was already +9.
Look,
So does the,
I know how it is. Like you can have a high skill, and then all of a sudden, natural 1.
Yeah.
So,
does the captain have a shield of some sort?
I do.
Okay. And Legato,
No shield. No.
would you like one?
A physical shield? No,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay. In that case, Fizz is just going to be like an arm on the gun, because it comes right up to his arm, and he's going to reach back and pull out a stick of wood and tap it, and it's going to link together and expand and turn into a shield, which he's just going to hold on his side.
nice.
He's bringing the fun magic stuff out. Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, that's an impressive piece of wood. As we go forward, the ship comes into view, and it's coming up. Basically, you come in nose to nose. How do you want to? Do you want to turn to meet them on the side? How do you want to do it?
I would. Is there like a protocol here? Do ships normally approach each other in a certain way?
If you go nose to nose, you're either gonna just glide right past each other or something. Normally, make an intelligence check.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's a nat 1.
May I also?
Go ahead.
I'm like, you are a captain. You should know these
You
things.
should know this.
This is a new culture. Actually, I have 2 questions in regards to check. As we approach, I would like to think about 2 things. One, what is the typical procedure for nautical diplomacy, at least as far as our country is concerned? And 2, what do I get a sense of observing the other ship? Are they taking an aggressive posture? Do they seem to appreciate a show of strength? The 2 things I'm considering.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got my eye. If we can see any people as we're approaching the ship, I've got my eyes carefully on them as well.
I'll say this. At the moment, you seem a little flustered by this whole thing. You're like, this just doesn't seem right. I'm shit. I'm supposed to be doing something. You have to decide. Are you gonna turn to port? You're gonna turn to starboard? Or are you gonna go straight? Which is it gonna be?
I'm going to stick to their right.
Okay,
So our left sides will be next to each other.
Okay, so you are turning. Are you turning to starboard?
Starboard to the right? Yes.
Okay, so as you.
It's my nat 1 showing. That's a real life nat 1.
That's a real life nat 1. So the boat starts to turn to starboard. You know, Finnegan's back at the wheel and he's turning it, and the boat starts to turn. And sure enough, their boat turns to meet you side by side. Looking at their ship, like I said before, they do have the white flag up on one of the masts, along with the flag of Bastul, which is a very deep red flag, and then it's got a weird, almost a diamond crest in the center, with like flames coming off it in all directions. The ship is a dark red wood. The entire thing is made of this dark red, almost blood wood. It's vibrant as it goes across the blue sea. But then you look at the front of it, and the bow of the ship has a almost like metal plating and a large metal flagpole spike almost that comes off the tip, and hanging from the spike are two giant metal what look like skulls of some sort. What type of creature, you can't tell. But inside the skulls, there's fire burning.
There's
Almost
what? Fire burning?
There's fire
Okay.
burning inside the skulls. Like literally, the thing that comes to mind is literally a like a ship from like the Fire Nation, if from Avatar, Last Airbender. You know what I mean? With the front just like this giant metal maw, almost maw on the front of it. And then so you're looking at it and you're seeing these giant skulls. Then you look at the front of your ship. What adorns the front of your ship, by the way? Do you have a mermaid? Do you have a what's on the front of your ship?
What's the symbol of my kingdom?
Bobby.
Yeah, right. I replaced that ornament a long time ago.
No, so you're all wearing your military armor that was given to you. It's different makes, different types of armor. Some wear a leather, some wear plate, some wear chainmail. But you all also have a light blue cloak that's pinned around you. Cascade probably took it off before he went for his swim. But it's a light blue cloak, and it's pinned together with a silver brooch. The symbol of the country is really it's a light blue flag, and the crest is a silver square, kind of bisected, and in one of the corners is what looks to be like a heron of some sort or some type of waterfowl. A sword and shield in another. And then filigree and fleur-de-lis type adornments around it.
Have you ever seen the Singapore merlion?
No.
It's a symbol of Singapore,
Okay.
and it is it's like half mermaid, half lion, essentially, and that's what's on the bow of our ship.
Okay. Fantastic.
Randall question. You said it's flaming. Is it actually like flames moving on it, or is it just flames that are on the flag?
Oh, it's just flames that are on the flag, like embroidered in the symbol. Yeah, it's not the the flag is not a fire. No.
Okay.
It is not a blaze. Inside the skulls, however, on the bow of their ship, they are on fire. It's almost like beacons traveling. That's what they use for beacons. They're these giant flaming skulls that just, for some reason, just don't seem to go out.
Is fascinated.
He's like, ooh. Cascade, go ahead and make a perception check for me. Or are you just kind of like looking around? Or are you actively going over to their ship and looking at it and seeing if there's anything funny?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna make sure that no one's like looking under the water, and if they do, they're just gonna see a random animal. No, they won't, because I'm not in wild shape right now. So no, I will be trying to be
I'm just wondering if this is. Yeah, I just wondering if this
but-
would be like an investigation or a perception kind of a role.
Unfortunately, I mean, I want to say perception, but he is like he wants to make sure.
He wants to make
nothing
sure
on the
it's an
ship.
investigation. Then okay, go ahead and make an investigation roll for me. And you can you can do a once over on the bottom of the ship and see if there's anything funny.
Okay. Fun. Let's see. That's a 13.
Okay.
Not the best.
Okay. No. You go underneath, and it's the same dark red wood as above is below.
Okay.
There's all of the mechanics of the ship seems remarkably similar to what you have in your own on your own ship. The vessel it's constructed a little differently, but there's a rudder chain. There's the rudder that left to right. Underneath, nothing seems out of place. Everything seems pretty on the up and up.
Okay. It seems okay. Then, if nothing seems awkward, I will just do one last glance around the area, just make sure like there's no other like vibrations I'm feeling. Nothing's trying to like sneak up on us, anything like that. And
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Roll for Hinky.
That is a 21.
Okay.
No, dirty 20.
Looking back the way the ship came, I mean, you can only probably see the water's crystal clear. It's beautiful. But you still could only see probably a couple 100 feet, really. Glancing, you think you almost see some wildlife or some type of sea creature swimming back the way in the direction from whence they came. But as soon as you kind of take notice of it, they just kind of either swim down or swim back or swim away and you lose track of them. But there was something there for a slight moment, but it didn't look. I mean, you couldn't get a real good look at it.
Okay, I will take that and I will head back.
Okay.
I will just climb up the side of the back of the ship again.
Okay.
And get back up.
Okay. Are you trying to get back up on the ship without anyone from the other ship seeing you?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and make a stealth roll for me.
Yeah, I got it. Oh my god.
That's what you get.
You're right. 1 second, sorry. Make sure that was right. Okay.
Okay.
Stealth.
Stealth, please.
Ooh, that's actually an 18. No, 19.
19. Okay. All right.
I'll take that. Yeah, take that.
As the ships come into meeting, you both seem to kind of slow to the point you drop the wind from your sails, so the ships kind of come to a stall. Looking across the ship, you see crew members scrambling around, kind of getting things battened down and ready to go. And then standing in the middle of their deck are three gentlemen that definitely look above the station of like a regular crew member. You see one a very tall, pale-skinned human with a bald head. He's got long, flowing red robes. And getting a good look at him, you see he's got these golden hoops and studs, piercings in his ears, running up along his ears. One large hoop in his nose, and he's just very, very stoic and very. He's probably at least 6'6", 6'7". So he's a tall gentleman for a human, especially. And he's just kind of sitting there, his hands put together, like hidden inside the sleeves of his robes. Next to him, you see a large, very dark, charcoal-skinned Goliath. Massive, with bright white tattoos running up his face, down to the back of his across the top of his head, down the back of his neck, and just all across his chest. He doesn't wear armor, but he has like a strap that runs across, a large leather strap, and then some pants. you notice sitting on his back is just quite possibly the biggest sword you've ever seen. On the other side of him is a tall, black-haired elf. Also very, very, very pale skin. He's wearing what appears to be, from your best guess, would be a captain's coat. Red, crushed like a crushed velvet coat with gold piping going up and down. A large clasp runs across with the same insignia that's on the flag above. And then he's got kind of like a shoulder cape that hangs down that's also like a bright crimson. He's very, very kind of very, very proper, very good posture. And as soon as the ships kind of come to a stall, you just hear him shout, "Ahoy!"
And this is which one saying ahoy?
This is the one that, based on your experience on the sea, you would guess this would be the captain of that vessel,
Right.
the elf.
Right. Ahoy there.
He steps forward and he kind of looks over and says, "Permission to come aboard."
Permission granted.
He kind of snaps his fingers, and a couple of deckhands come over, and they drop a gangplank between the two ships, and he steps up and starts to walk across. The man, the tall human in the red robes follows. They come across. They get onto your ship, and then the Goliath starts to come over, and as he steps onto the gangplank, it starts to bow very, very heavily, and it starts to almost creak and crack. And then the captain turns around and looks at him, gives it this sharp, like disgusted look in his eye, and the Goliath steps back onto his own ship.
So how many have come over?
Just two. The captain and what appears to be the ambassador, the dignitary.
Okay.
And the captain is... One was the dignitary is the elf?
The dignitary is the human in the red robes. The red
Okay.
robes, the bald head. The
Gotcha.
the captain is the elf with the dark black hair.
Gotcha. Thank you.
The captain comes over and kind of does this like weird salute where his arms are to his side. He clicks his heels and he does a curt bow, very short, and then comes back up and says, "Greetings. I am Captain Uriah Stampole. Thank you so much for meeting us."
Nudge the captain. May I?
And nod approvingly.
I take a step back, draw my scimitar, holding it up high, then hold it with both hands, bow deeply, and then ceremonially put it away and bow. We welcome.
Is seeing this would have taken his blow dart out.
No, this is the ceremonial diplomatic greeting.
And then twirled it around and put it behind his back.
This is as dramatic as it gets. This is obviously very exaggerated movements. Holding it absolutely high, holding it with both hands at arm's length, bowing at the waist, holding it out as far as possible, and then with a flourish putting it away.
The captain is a bit taken aback by the ceremony of this.
Can Fizz see across the way to see if the Goliath reacted whenever Legato brought out his
Make a
sword?
perception check.
That is 22.
As soon as the sword came out, the Goliath started climbing back up towards the gangplank again.
Okay.
When it was put away, he came up and he stopped and he was just kind of watching, very, very astute, just paying attention, trying to figure out what's going on. As soon as he sees it go his way, he steps back and he just kind of eyes the Dragonborn suspiciously.
Okay.
Now, I'm wondering if what I just witnessed Legato do, is that actually a typical ceremonial welcoming of someone on our ship, or do I think,
It's a little
Legato's messing with
fancier.
him.
It's a little fancier than
He's
you're used
embellishing
to.
a bit?
It's embellishing a little bit.
Okay.
It
It's
might
pretty
be
close, but he's embellishing.
A
Okay.
little over the top.
All right. I like it.
It's a diplomatic function. This is a first contact there.
And just so it's known, Cascade would have once he got back up and saw the captain and stuff of the other ship coming forward, he wouldn't get on the same line that Legato and the captain are.
Okay.
He'd be like behind behind the captain to like a bit like diagonal from him.
Okay.
But as he's walking up, you would have saw, like if the camera was panned on him, you would have saw beads of water dripping off of him and forming into a small little ball in his hand as he's shaping the water off of him so he's not wet and didn't seem like he just came out of
Oh.
Nice.
and then he
Very
would have
nice.
just flicked that away.
Okay. Okay. The captain, he sees this flourish and he's
I actually, yeah, I'm sorry. I look towards Cascade. Did I see him leave the ship? Like, do I know that he left, and does he know if I know that I left? That he left?
I literally said I'll be back.
Oh, you did. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
You did.
I would
I went. My impression was when he said "I'll be back" that I knew exactly what he was going to do because
I would
this is the
say-
kind of thing he would do.
I would say you guys have the rapport where you know his abilities and you know
Yeah.
what he can do in the water. So I would
And that-
say any kind of situation where he can be of benefit to you in that way, you would just immediately assume he's going to do it.
And now that I know that he's back and I see him back, I do look toward him, trying to communicate, trying to gauge if there's anything that, it's just like what am I trying to say with a look?
Yeah.
You would hear, ooh, I love being a druid. I hate druids, but I love being a druid right now because you would basically hear a dolphin cry, like off in the water. But that's me druid crafting that sound. But you would know that sound means all clear.
Okay.
Or
good.
yeah, some kind of it'd be like a dolphin. Like I can't do a dolphin.
That's like a pre-established thing between us, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Nice.
I nod. I like it. All right. I nod.
And I show nothing on my face, but you do hear that.
Sure.
The captain looks at you, Legato, and he looks down to he's got this cutlass at his side, and it is a pleasure. He doesn't take it out. He doesn't flourish nothing. He just kind of folds his hands and bows again to you. It's a pleasure.
I bow. As a duly representative of our government, we all welcome you onto the ship. Apologies for the formal ceremony. The symbolism of it is ancient and is meant to indicate a cessation of hostilities between our peoples.
That is definitely what we're looking for. So I appreciate the gesture. Thank you. Allow me to introduce Ambassador Ravik Drubor. And Ambassador Ravik kind of steps forward a little bit. And again, like, it's the big flowing robes that you can't really get any kind of read on what kind of physicality he has other than he's tall. He's an imposing presence. And somehow he also bows, but like nothing moves.
That's impressive for 4 gnomes in a trench coat.
He gives a little bow and he has this deep, almost guttural voice that just almost reverberates when you hear it. It just shakes your eardrums. And I can't do that because I'm a first tenor, so I'm not going to try it. But
Friggin' tenors.
But he says, he with his head still bowed, he says, I am most pleased on this occasion to meet with you and to journey forward into Caldor. This is something I have waited for a very, very long time. Thank you for coming and meeting us. He looks at you, Doctor, at you, Legato, and he says, Captain,
Afraid? No. Thank you, though. No, I am assistant and advisor to the captain on this diplomatic mission. Captain, may I introduce you?
He
Of course.
he says he's very cordial. He's like apologetic. He's like, my apologies, Captain. I am Ambassador Ravik Drubor. It is good to meet members of the Royal Guard.
I nod my head. Pleasure to have you on board.
You see him, he's almost taking in all of you at once and just kind of like it's almost like he's measuring you. You know what I mean? Like he's sizing you up with every glance. He's just kind of like taking note of every little bit. He's a very observant person, and he's just kind of drinking in everything that he can.
Iz would smile way too wide when he looks over.
He's looking around. He sees Finnegan up on the helm, and he kind of looks around, and then they're back by the stairs leading down towards the gunnery. He sees Fizz just kind of creeping in the shadows, and
I say to this ambassador, I say, so you've been waiting for peace for a long time.
I have been waiting for the opportunity for peace for a long, long time.
Was there any inflection in his tone? Did he shiver? I want to read this man to filth.
Make a perception check, or you know what? No, make an insight. Make an insight.
I'm like I can.
Yeah, no. Make an insight check.
Okay, insight. That's fine. That's a 23.
He's a cool. He seems on the level. It's nothing. Nothing would betray anything. He seems like he's genuinely here to meet and speak with, and hopefully form some type of alliance.
Okay.
Nothing.
I don't say anything. I'm just watching.
Nothing in his speech pattern makes you think anything different thus far, other than what you know about Bashtul. You know, I mean, other than that, there's nothing that you've seen thus far has given you any indication of anything else. The ambassadors say it's been probably about a 7-day journey for us. It's crossing the Great Sea.
Well, I believe our captain, we have a full feast waiting for them, do we not?
You do. Show them the way, Legato.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The ship is basically made up of a crew deck, the gunnery, and then the main deck. And then there's the captain's quarters, off the main deck, underneath the stern of the boat. The crew deck on the very bottom. There's storage areas and things like that. There's not really an area for like a fine meal, other than like possibly the captain's quarters. So what have you got set up for us, Legato?
Well, I believe depending on the size of the delegation. What is the size of the delegation? I anticipated it to be relatively small, so we could have an intimate chat.
The only two people that have come aboard the ship are the captain and the ambassador themselves.
Okay.
The captain he announced himself as Captain Uriah. As you kind of walk him around the ship, he looks down at what type of wood is the Cadillacs made out of?
Well, that seems like a silly question.
Those Cadillacs fare in the water, and how much of it could be used?
I don't know.
No, I mean I would say it's a sturdy oaken ship.
Okay.
From wood.
He makes note of the construction of the ship, and the captain does, and he talks a little shop with you about the construction of your ship, and they say, Bashtul, we use these ancient bloodwood. It holds up well, it's strong. He talks like that. He's not quite poking fun at you, but he might be jibing you a little bit about choices for what the Navy uses, that kind of thing. You know, it's just a little bit different. You know, it's like, yeah. I remember when we used to use wood like that back 200 years ago. Yeah, it's nice. It's good.
So I see we have much to learn from each other.
The captain says my first mate, Undrak. He'll.
Sorry. Just wasn't expecting that name.
Undrak. He will take command of our vessel while we dine and speak. Looking over at the other ship, you see Undrak just kind of pacing slowly back and forth, up and down the deck, keeping an eye on the other ship. Meanwhile, they've got probably a half a dozen deckhands up on the top of the ship, just taking care of things. Legato. So it's just the two of them. Where are we going to talk?
Well, I think we need to have an official diplomatic meeting for just the two of them, as well as diplomatic meal in the captain's quarters. Seems like the most regal place on the ship to hold such a meeting.
You come into the captain's quarters, and there's off to the side, there's a curtain that separates like his bed chamber and things like that. But there's a nice there's a large table where with enough seats for everyone to sit down. There's a writing desk, like a roll top writing desk off to the side. What you don't know about the captain is, though he's pretty quiet and stuff, he does play a little music too. So off to the side you see, just like a little viola in a case just set off to the side. Legato, you don't ever remember hearing him play it, but it's there. But yeah, the table's been set. There's a white cloth spread across it, and there's what are they called? The silver platter with the thing on top. It's got a special name. I don't know what it is. Like
Fancy.
A fancy dish, fancy platters. Set aside, and when you everyone's assigned a seat, everyone you sit down. Captain, who's invited to this dinner?
It is myself, Legato, and Cascade.
Okay. Fizz.
Oh God, what's Fizz doing?
Oh no!
Oh God!
Fizz would have gone up to the captain as they're leaving and be like,
Captain, Fizz, stay here. Watch friendly people.
Yes, Fizz, that would be best.
I Captain. Okay.
So the three of you escort the ambassador and the captain in. You have a seat. When you lift the platter, I would assume it would be mostly seafood of one sort of another. Who's cooking? What are we making?
Please tell me Fizz is also the galley master.
Bad idea. Everything would taste like sulfur.
Everything's Cajun.
You're not wrong. Sulfur with a tinge of dirt.
Cascade would at least be able to acquire like fish and crab and shrimp and I don't know aquatic beholder meat. Yeah, he'd be able to at least get that. He can cook it if I want him to, but he's not.
Okay. You sit down. Is there any kind of ceremonial anything before you eat, or he's just like cheers, a toast, anything like that, Captain?
Beforehand I nudged the captain. Say something welcoming.
Okay, I somewhat awkwardly stand up, kind of hating the formalities and hating being the center of attention. I say, again, I welcome you to my ship, and I look forward to centuries of peace from the meeting that we have, from the upcoming meeting. And I sit down very quickly, just glad that that's over with. Raise my glass.
The ambassador and the captain just kind of look at each other and raise their glasses, and their version of Prost or cheers, Zimavita good.
Right, and then I just drank it without waiting.
Okay.
Take the drop.
And now you're poisoned.
And now you've been poisoned. So sad. Okay, so it's a quick meal. It's a quiet meal. There's unless there's anything specifically you'd like to speak with them about, they're pretty reserved.
Absolutely. Ambassador, Captain, while we are welcoming of any opportunities for peace with our neighbor kingdoms, your outreach was to be frank, quite a surprise.
The ambassador just kind of pauses for a moment and says, "Times are not good in Bashtu. People
Tell us more about that.
grow hungry. Food is in a limited supply. We look for opportunities to grow our prosperity, and so that our people may live healthy, what is the term? Good lives. There have been many people in Bashtul in the past that grabbed for power, did not know when to let it go. Things are changing.
What is their native language? Bashtulian?
Bashtulian.
I mean, they speak common, but it's yeah. I mean, it's a different dialect. It's not something you're familiar with. It's almost think kind of like it'd be like that weird mix between like French and German. So it'd be like Luxembourgish.
Okay.
It's when you go into like those Germanic tribes, and there's so many different versions of the language that they kind of mix together and stuff like that. It's one of those.
Okay. Well, then
I do have
please.
a quick question, just for understanding. We know that Bashtul wants to expand, do all these things, but they probably don't do it in the best of ways, which gives them a bad reputation.
Sure.
What did the kingdom of Caldorn?
Caldorn, yeah.
Yes.
Good memory.
I was about to say calamari because I was looking at chat. What
I love
did
the kingdom of calamari.
the king or whoever was our advisor, whoever who told us to do this group and go out here? What did they say as far as the intention of inviting Bashtul to this grand meeting? I'm trying to figure out, because they say they're struggling and they're doing all this, but are they struggling on their own, or did something happen? I'm trying to just figure out.
The Levenheit family has led the kingdom of Caldorn for literally like 10 generations. Like 1,000 years. Caldorn has been led by this one family, this one dynasty, this one family that keeps passing down from father to son to father to son to daughter to father to son, that kind of thing. Just oldest child takes the throne. It's come to a point where the most recent king does not quite understand the need for the kingdom to be so closed off. So there have been requests for invitation from other kingdoms before, and previous kings have always said no.
Okay.
So the newest king is more welcoming. He's like, you know what? We need to be a part of society around the globe. We need to reach out. We have this vast wealth. We can help other kingdoms. We can form alliances. We can forge trade routes, improve our own standing, and help them improve as well. So the King Levenheit right now, he's a philanthropist. He wants to help. He wants to go out into the world and do what he believes is right.
And this is the king of Caldorn. Make sure I'm
Yes.
making-
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
That makes sense. Cool.
A lot of his advisors and a lot of his Kingsguard, and possibly including Dorwin, may find that to be a little naive. You've been in service longer than he's been king. Let me put it that way, Dorwin. Okay. So it's one of those things where it's so a lot of people are uneasy about these meetings, but this is a letter coming from a foreign dignitary saying, "Hey, we're in need. We have things that we can give to you in recompense. We can trade. We have minerals. We have we have material wealth that we can give to you for these other opportunities."
Gotcha.
And the King of Caldorn says, "This is an excellent opportunity. Let's build something on this."
Okay, cool.
And again, it's in the sense of world economics and things. It probably seems like a great idea. There's a lot of uneasy feelings about it. I mean, this kingdom has been closed off for a long time. So again, the ambassador just kind of he lets off this tale that he wants to form a bond between kingdoms so that we can offer payment for the supplies, for the goods, the food, the ability to potentially find land on this side that we can create farms. Or get technology to create water-based farms. Get rice paddies, things like that. Some type of our agriculture. Learn something, so that we can grow and we can develop ourselves. That's what he's been telling you.
Well, this sounds like a mutually beneficial arrangement. And obviously, you have technologies that you just spoke of that could be of benefit to our army as well. And our Navy.
I am most impressed with the people that we are meeting. Your generous hospitality is most appreciated.
How sincere do we get the sense that they are being?
Make an insight check.
Okie dokie. Well, how's a 23 do?
Come on now.
He is stone-faced. This guy probably has the best poker face. I'm actually going to do one thing real quick. Yeah. He's got a really good poker face. He doesn't give off a whole lot of emotion no matter what, in anything that he says. It's very, very bland, very straightforward, very boom, 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 just, yes. Yes. And that's about it. He doesn't give much other than that.
I get the sense, Ambassador, you play games of chance.
He just kind of thinks for a moment. And I do. I enjoy more strategy, more. What do you call? War games? No. Chess.
Now, I would contend, sir, that games of chance, especially cards, are just as strategic and just as beneficial to the development of diplomatic relations as such a refined game as chess.
Perhaps we have a couple days of travel. Perhaps we will have that opportunity.
I look forward to it.
Is there any other questions or anything else you guys want to ask the ambassador or the captain?
Yeah, but I'm saying, is he just the ambassador and the captain?
It's just the ambassador and the captain.
So it's the five of us.
The five of you are sitting down having a meal. And just kind of talking about the trip, what the plans are, that kind of thing, yeah. Okay. Meanwhile, Fizz, you and Finnegan are out on deck. Finnegan, everything's kind of come to a stall. We've until their meal is over and they return to their ship. They don't want to start sailing on again back home until everyone's kind of back in their place. Finnegan comes down from the wheel and says, just kind of looks at you and looks across the way and says, "What do you think?"
Big one. We can take him. Everyone else, not too bad. But the guy in the robe has much booyag.
Much
Not
booyag?
sure. Curious.
Much booyag?
Booyag. How do you say? Magic.
Oh. Yeah, there's energy just sparking off of him. You're right. I think something's ready to burst in that guy. You don't know when it's gonna happen.
But Fizz, always ready for fights.
You got the cannons ready, right?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Cannon's ready, and also kind of off to the side, like behind the shield so nobody sees, just kind of taking my blow dart and twiddling it between my fingers.
The ship has 6 guns, 3 on each side. So I don't know if you wouldn't be able to man all of them at once, but if something were to happen, you'd have to probably call someone.
Or
down.
can he?
Not with that attitude, he can't.
At least have the 2 closest to him prepared. The one he's directly next to, and the one off to the side.
Okay.
And I do have another cannon prepared in case I need it.
Okay. All right.
Just hidden on your person.
We shall see.
Don't ask unless you really want to know.
This has mini tricks.
It's been probably about an hour or so since you went in for your meal, and the sun's starting to come down. It's starting to get towards sunset. So the ambassador and the captain just kind of stand up and say, I think we shall return to our ship, and then shall we be on our way?
That sounds good.
Okay.
Hope you enjoyed your meal.
It was
We'll
very
see.
gracious. Thank you so very much. They basically communicate that they want you to kind of lead them into port. They'll follow on your right flank, just behind you. And then we'll continue on the way. If you have any need of us or anything like that on the way in, please let us know.
If you wish to know the recipe for this aquatic beholder, I can get it for you.
The captain actually takes interest in this. He's like, that would be wonderful. I will send my galley mate over. Absolutely. I must know what this is.
Good.
Very, very, very prim and proper and ready to go. He's like, he wants to make this happen. They come back out. They go back across the gangplank and they pull it back across, and then you start turning the wheel on the ship and get it moving to start sailing back into port. You're probably about another, like I said, about 2 days going. So over the first day, is there anyone who wants to do anything on the trip? Anything that sparks your interest? You want to try and flag them down, have a conversation with anyone? Does anyone want to do anything? Legato says yes. Okay, Legato.
Oh, 2 things that Legato wants to do. One, Legato wants to lose some money to Stoneface McGinty over there.
Okay.
In an effort to kind of learn some of their diplomatic tells.
Okay.
But additionally, because Legato is a bard and loves a good story, even if he's on the losing end, that big Hurkin Goliath,
Yeah.
ceremonial sparring.
Ceremonial sparring.
Oh yeah, war games. We get the
Okay.
we get the potions at the ready, and we have a just inner ship conflict.
Okay, so you flag down the other ship and you reestablish the gangplank. You ask for permission to come aboard, and the captain says, "Oh yes, of course, come." So
Bowing deeply, I turn to the ambassador. Ambassador, I look forward to engaging in a game of poker with you at your convenience. However, as a bit of a warrior poet myself, in addition to it being a diplomat, I would like to engage your strongest warrior in a bit of friendly competition, a friendly combat.
This is the first time we actually see like a look of puzzlement. He's actually like he's confused by this.
Friendly competition, nothing more, as a way of boosting ship morale and togetherness.
He looks back at the first mate, at Undrak, the giant Goliath, who's got the biggest, like, think Cloud's Buster Sword, but bigger.
I'm gonna die.
It's just ridiculous. And you've got you have a rapier?
No, I have a scimitar.
You have a scimitar. That's right. Okay.
No, I'm a big dude.
Okay.
He's a big dragonborn.
Okay.
And or Legato, would you allow Fids to lend you his shield for this?
Nope.
All right.
He's just too cocky. He just thinks like
stand off to the side with his arms
that's
he
crossed.
true.
thinks he can handle it. It'll be fine. Everything will
Love
be
a
fine.
good story.
Okay. They don't seem opposed to this. They set up a small ring, and they have their crewmen just kind of like form a little ring around you guys. They're all wearing the same dark red leathers. They've got like do-rags covering their hair. Some of them. What's amazing is they're all seafaring men. They've all got but they're all very well kept, very clean cut. Like they've all got beards, but they're shorn. They're not long, scraggly. They're not. They're very well maintained. They're if they have any length, they're tied and knotted very tight. Everything's just very, very clean and orderly. The one thing you do notice that all of them have is they all have this braided choker around their neck, and each one of them had in the right at the throat is like a red glass bead. It's the one thing, like I don't know if you don't know if that's like a marker of their station or as a member of the military or what it is, but every single person has one. You stand in this circle and you feel the deck shake and rumble as this Goliath steps towards you. He does the Captain Riker, like over the chairs, stepping over the crewmen to get into the ring. He's a big guy.
Okay.
So.
Oh, this is not gonna go well.
I don't think Cascade is on the other ship. I do think he's at the edge of our ship watching.
Okay.
And a part of him was like, if you die, I'm not resurrecting.
Let's establish some parameters of this. This is a friendly match.
Okay.
We don't want any serious injuries. I assume your ship has a stock of healing potions.
Sure.
He says.
I assume our ship has a stock of healing potions.
I don't know, Captain.
Do I even know that this is going on?
I don't know.
Would he have told me? It's just like
you have four regular healing potions and 5 greater healing potions on board, tucked away
Wasting potions.
So
Is this the kind of thing Legato would do just for fun? It's
Just for a good story.
mhm.
For a good story,
We've got to
yeah,
have a
Yeah.
good
for sure.
story.
Yeah, something that would probably annoy the captain a little
Oh,
bit.
absolutely.
Yeah, because you know
Just a
what? We
little-
only have so many healing potions. And
Okay, just give me a lesser one, but I also have a couple of healing spells. But in any case, this is a way of getting a sense of camaraderie
I think it's
amongst the crews.
I think the problem is Legato knows that I'm a paladin and that I've got healing abilities, and
So do
Legato
I.
just takes advantage of that and does these
do
things,
I.
knowing that even if he gets roughed up a bit,
So-
capital take care of me. It'll
So
be fine.
as this is happening, I just imagine like Fizz is over there, kind of off to the side, and I imagine the camera panning over and like Fight Club style. He's like, "I go next."
Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll an initiative for me.
Okay, this is going to be entertaining. That's a mighty 11.
Do you want me to roll as well, since I would go after them?
Are you actually gonna join? It's just gonna be a one-on-one.
This
I
is
thought it
meant
was
to be a
one-on-one.
one. This is meant to be a one-on-one. Do you want to
Yeah.
have a place in the order?
Yeah, no,
I was just saying I would try to fight afterwards.
You're gonna run in, whack the Goliath
You
in
know
the
what?
knee, and run away.
I'm
aren't
gonna
you?
ask you to put something in the initiative order now. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Cascade is just like, I'm going back after this is done. I'm retiring. I'm going back into the sea.
That's a 5.
Okay. All right. In a blinding flash of speed, the Goliath jumps across the circle, and before you even get your scimitar out of the sheath, he comes swinging at you with this massive two-handed great sword that's just black as night. It is just dark metal. And he comes swinging right at you. And that's
Anybody
a
else getting
16,
Spinal Tap vibes here?
16 to hit.
16. Oh, that just connects.
It just connects.
That just connects.
All right, for 12 points of damage total, one of them being necrotic.
Good lord.
Oh.
Okay.
So he comes down and he slashes low, and he just comes right across your midsection with it, and you were just like still waving to the people. Slice.
Oh my God.
And as it comes across, you feel the bite of the blade. But then after the blade, you also feel this pulse of energy. And it's cold. But it's not like ice. It's like cold and like... It feels like dark, like just death. It's just something cold that comes after it.
Tastes like burning.
Tastes like burning. It's your go.
Okay. So my turn now?
Mm-hmm.
Well, as I try and stand up as ceremonially as possible. Good swing, sir. I pull out my my scimitar.
Mm-hmm.
And as my bonus action, I light it up. It is now on fire. And as I attack, I also use a blade flourish. And it's going to be a defensive flourish.
Sword board.
I am definitely doing a defensive flourish on this.
Okay.
Fizz is on the side and just goes, "Booyah!"
And I make a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. So, 23 to hit on the first attack. That is 12 base damage. plus 7 more fire damage. So 19 total damage on the first attack.
Okay.
And then on the second attack, does a nat 20 do anything?
Just misses. I'm sorry. Just misses.
So natural
His
20
pride.
for a 27 total.
Okay. All right.
How we actually question for you? How we doing 20s?
I do double the roll and then add modifier. So double the die and then so just roll it once, double it,
Okay.
add your modifier.
Okay. Well, that is a 6, so 12. So 18 base damage plus 6 more fire damage for 24 on the second attack, 43
We about
total.
to have a whole war
Damn.
because Legato wanted to have a friendly spell.
Yeah, I'm definitely on the bow at this point, or near the gangplank, watching over this. I do have a question here. If I was to approach this ship, would it be customary for me to ask permission of someone to board?
You would ask permission to come aboard before coming aboard. Yes. Not knowing that this was happening?
This is I knew that we were. I would have known. I think I would have known that the ships were going alongside each other, and I would have been attentive at that point.
Sure.
And then for Legato to be going over and well, now I'm even more attentive.
I think you would have come across the gangplank, but you wouldn't have stepped down onto their deck without being invited.
How many people are around right now, including Legato and fighting?
6, 7, 8, 9. There's probably 9, 10 people.
9, 10 people, and then
Theirs and ours.
Okay, 9, 10 people total.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm standing and observing then.
Okay. The Goliath came across and just took one swipe at you, just to test the waters. He kind of stood, kind of hefts the sword up and just kind of stands there laughing. And then you just come back at him and just took 2 quick swipes across him. The fire as it licks up at him, he just kind of looks at it and like almost inhales it. And he just kind of,
Oh my goodness.
like you see him flinch at the pain from the first 2 strikes, and then just kind of muscles it off.
What?
He felt it, but he's a big dude. Then he just kind of looks over at his captain, and the captain just kind of just raises his hands, and he's like, he wanted one more.
One more?
Fizz, it's your turn.
Oh.
Oh God.
You're in the
God.
you're in the initiative order. Do you want to do anything?
Oh God.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no. I'm over here trying to build a weird sense of mutual respect, and it is about to go up in flames.
I'm gonna roll to see if he would or not. No, Fizz is gonna stand back and just kind of nod, like, good fights, good fights.
All right. He's gonna take one more swing at you. Oh gosh, yeah. Natural 7. That's not gonna connect for the first hit. But seeing you take 2 swings, he's gonna go ahead and he's gonna make you do his second attack. And a natural 1 is not gonna do a damn thing.
Damn.
Wow.
So he comes back at you with just these 2 almost like the equivalent of haymakers with a sword, just swinging wildly, trying to get at you, and it's just Neo in the Matrix. You're just bending backwards, avoiding all these slices, and then you get to go back at it one more time.
And after having dodged those, I take my sword I use my bonus action to turn it off.
Okay.
I hold it to my chest, and I bow.
He stops for a second. He's like gripping the blade with both hands, snarling, just spittle coming down from his mouth. Like confused by the sudden stoppage in a good fight. And
I hold out a hand to shake his.
Ah, come on.
He kind of looks at the captain again and the ambassador. He's like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? He just kind of reaches down, and his mitt, like his paw, it's like shaking. It's like me shaking my 3-year-old son's hand. I mean, it's just like it just envelops your hand and just almost crushes it.
And you know what? I make a little bit of a show of that while I'm laughing.
He pulls
And I try
you.
and reach-
He just kind of pulls you close and says, "Where I come from, it doesn't end till it ends."
Well, then maybe we can learn from each other, friend. And I pat him on the shoulder. Well fought.
And he walks away almost with like a feeling of disgust. Like he's just like, what in the world just happened? Oh, he just walks away.
What's the sense from the rest of the crew?
The rest of the crew? I mean, they were cheering when their guy got his one lick in, and then as they saw you just light it up on fire. At first they're like, "Ooh, fire blade!" Oh, they're kind of impressed by that. Knowing where they're from, what they're about. That's kind of like golf clap. Nice, yeah. And then as you get the 2 swings in, all of a sudden they were like, "Oh shit." Okay. All right. This could be interesting. And then when he misses completely, they're like, "Oh, this isn't gonna end well. This is gonna be bad for one of them. Either he's gonna kill our guy, or our guy's gonna go on a rampage, and we're gonna sink their boat. What's happening?" So as it comes to a complete and utter stop, everyone's just kind of like not sure what to do and start kind of backing away and going back to their jobs. They go back to getting everything ready to get the boat moving again.
I step over to the captain, just kind of just saunters over as he sees it starting to die down, and just simply, now was that actually meant to be a form of mutual respect, or did Legato just want to have some fun?
Well, it was intended as a form of mutual respect, but now
I'm talking to the captain.
Oh, sorry. My apologies.
Oh, good.
This is disappointed.
Yeah, if you ask Legato, you know what his answer will be. But you and I both know that's Legato being Legato.
I would ask that we go forth and take a little extra precaution. Though I did not get a read on this group, that does not mean they were being truthful.
Mm.
Some folks just have a better, how does Legato say, a poker face.
Are you on the gangplank with me, or
I walked close to you.
you walked? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm curious about something now. I don't know if this is something that would apply.
Okay.
But I have I guess because I'm a paladin, I have something called divine sense. Is that something that's? It says that I can detect good and evil, but is that really just only for detecting like celestials and undead sort of thing, or?
I always interpreted that as more of like naturally evil beings, like creatures and entities of pure
so
evil.
Not necessarily evil intentions. Or...
Not necessarily. Yeah, that's more of like an insight check kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
So the festivities kind of come to a close. You're ushered back to your boat. The gangplank is withdrawn, and you continue on your journey. Again, Fizz is a little disappointed because he wanted to see things happen a little more. Finnegan was just sitting over on the other wheel, just kind of, I would have thought he could have moved a little bit, a little bit. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't get the dragon boat. That's interesting. Okay. Well. Start move the wheels. You start taking off again. The day stretches on, and it's a peaceful journey. The waves are calm. The seas are calm. There's no storms. It's getting towards night on the first night, so you're probably still about half a day to a day's travel from port. As it comes to being nighttime, the sun sinks low beneath the waves to the west. Lots of purples in the sky. The clouds that roll in have this amazing pink and purple and orange flavor just spread across them. Cascade, make a perception check for me real quick.
That is only a 16.
Okay. Looking out like you usually do out at the sea, you see the normal sea life. A few sea turtles splash by, maybe a few dolphins, things like that. Nothing out of the ordinary. It's starting to get dark. It's starting to get really, really. It's starting to get dark to the point where it's hard to see. So behind you, looking back, you see those two flaming skulls. And suddenly, one of the skulls goes out. This is weird. That's strange. Who all is on deck?
I would be.
You would be on deck, I know. Legato's on deck. Finnegan's still at the helm.
Fizz would still be at the guns.
Fizz is at the guns, so he'd be on the lower deck.
Mm-hmm.
Captain?
I'm in my quarters.
You in your quarters? Okay. With the passive perceptions of 22 and 21.
Thank you.
Fizz can't see it because he's in the underdeck. But Cascade, just kind of looking around and keeping track. You look back, the sun is completely set. You look up and it's just a sea of stars above you. And then you look back and you see their ship, and one of the skulls has gone dark. This is the first time that you've seen that happen on your journey since you've been traveling with them.
I would have been, especially since we're a boat, but like every night I think he does it. He kind of goes along the edge of the ship, unless the captain requested to be a darker, for like stealth reasons and stuff.
Sure.
He would be druid crafting this type of organic algae that actually glows to add a little bit more light for them. This is an actual thing. I looked it up. I'm like, are there any underwater plants that glow?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I'm like, so yeah, he'd just be kind of doing that and then notice that he just abruptly stopped and just kind of look over. Does he see anyone on the ship?
On their ship?
Mm-hmm.
You see, there's one of the crewmen at the helm. You see, it's getting pretty dark, so at this point, it's you see a few shapes moving around. You can't really tell how many.
Okay.
There are a few people up on deck, though. Yes.
We've been out at sea. Has there? And I would know this as well. But as of lately, has there been any type of creature, like any type of like avian creature flying around? Like any type of birds that just fly over and things of that nature.
Right. You're a little far out and away from any type of land.
I'm thinking.
Like where you met up with them, the closest thing that you would have found, the closest land that you would have been to would have been the Fire Rocks. Fire Rocks is literally like a tri-point of magma. It's just like a hot spot of fire and magma and volcanic activity in the middle of the ocean. It's where history and story says that the continents themselves were formed from the fire stones. The volcanic eruptions created the land masses, and as they moved across the seas, they formed into the countries and continents that we know now. That was the closest piece of land that you were near, and that was even probably 4 or 5 days sail away. So that wasn't even close enough. So no, you've not seen any birds or anything.
Okay. Then tartar sauce.
That's awesome because it's so fun.
Okay, because he wants to see what's going on. Would he have a sea glass on him to kind of just look over, or would it just be like a captain only type thing?
You know, I would say yes. I would say yes. You'd have something like that.
Okay, I mean, he just wants to just like look and see what's going on, because that is odd, and we are supposed to be escorting this thing, so it's actually not awkward that someone is looking intently at the ship because when the lights went out, when it's abrupt.
Okay.
So yeah, he's gonna look over and just try to see what's going on.
Okay, make a perception check.
Ooh. How does a 25 sound?
Well, that's pretty good. Looking across, there's a crewman at the helm. There is a couple of crewmen up on the bow of the ship that seem to be working with nets or ropes or something, maybe tightening down the rigging for some of the sails. You do see the ambassador is walking on the ship, on the deck of the ship at night now.
Okay.
And you see him kind of walking around and just kind of looking up in the sky at the stars, looking out at the horizon. It's the same posture the entire time. He's just hands in his robes, looking around. He's just observing.
He doesn't seem off-put by the fire going out.
Not that you can tell.
Tartar sauce. Okay. I'm just gonna watch for a second. I'm not gonna alert. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna be intently watching though, just to see what else might happen.
Okay, you're not gonna. No one else has seen this yet.
I guess.
Dr. B, did you make a perception check for me?
I did not, but I
Legato?
can.
You're up on top. Go ahead and make a perception check for me. Because you're.
I wasted all of my luck during that fight. I got an 8.
Okay. Yeah, you don't seem to notice that that one of the fires is out.
I got a bit of an infection going. I mean, he hit me hard.
Okay.
And it felt evil.
It felt evil. Like the fruits
fruits
of the devil. Evil. Hey, you don't really notice that. Nah, everyone else is just kind of. You're more. You're the balladeer. You're sitting there up on the deck with your lute, and just kind of like looking up the stars, strumming this grand ballad of some lost love that was maybe yours, maybe someone else's. You can't remember. And
I've been working on a song while my lute gently sobs.
sounds derivative, is what Finnegan says. You continue looking around, Cascade, and just before it happens, you look up and you look to your port side of the ship. Like you're focused on the right side is where their ship is. That's where the light went out. So you've been looking back there. You stop, you look up, and you turn around and you look to port. And just before it happens, that comes into view, you see another ship, very similar to theirs, as it broadsides.
Damn.
The entire ship lurches as you see the same metal spike that adorned the first ship pierces through the hull of your ship and runs up through the top of the deck. And it rams
Oh, this is
across
Fizz's
the
time to shine.
Fizz, I'm gonna guess that you had the cannons on the right side of the gun of the ship ready to go.
Oh yeah.
What about the left side?
Left side, I would always keep at least one ready.
Well, give me an idea of which one was ready. Give me so top to bottom, 1, 2, 3. Top to bottom, 1, 2, or 3. Which one was ready to go?
2.
All right, 3. The third cannon is destroyed. The third cannon, when the ship hit it knocked it just came through and just destroyed that cannon, knocked it on its side. There's no way you're gonna be able to get it back in place and moving. The other 2 cannons are still operational. So 1 and 2 are good. 3 is out. Keep note of that.
Okay.
I'm not going to make you keep note of how much powder or how many cannonballs or anything like that you have. I'm just going to assume that you guys came well stocked. Let's keep it rolling. Cascade, Legato, Finnegan, Fizz. I want all the 4 of you to make a dexterity check to see if you got knocked on your ass. The captain, Finnegan, got knocked clear on his butt.
Check or save, just to make sure.
All right, I'll say dexterity save.
That's a 15 for me.
Really glad you said that. 17.
Okay.
16.
Okay, you guys are fine. The 3 of you managed to keep your ground. You grabbed hold of the railing, and you see this ship. You looking down, you see the same metal skulls clang against the side of the hull, but they're dark. There's no light in them. There's no way you could see them coming. As you look up onto the other ship, you see two tall, one man and one woman standing up on the ship, both wearing red robes, very similar to the ambassadors, not quite as garish, not quite as flamboyant or grandiose, but they're standing up there, and all of a sudden they start making these gestures with their hands, as if they're doing some type of conjuration or something.
I can't see any of this because I'm below deck, right?
I was say, can we react to this, or is it just like
absolutely coming up? As you get back to your feet and look across, you see the boat behind you come up, and a gangplank comes down, and this boat in here next to you that just ran adrift, or just ran into you, a gangplank comes down on its side. So now what I need is for everyone to roll some initiative.
they straight up trying it? I gave y'all a chance. I gave you a chance.
Am I also rolling initiative, Randall?
Yes. You got knocked out of your bed. You don't know what's going on, but you're angry.
Get your paladin-y self up here.
Seriously, come on. All right, hands. Okay, they are low. Okay. And oh shit. Okay. Sorry.
That's never good.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. It's totally fine.
Oh, it's fine. Everything's
Totally fine. Give me 25 to 20.
I got a 22.
22. Okay.
W20.
Okay. All right. So. hell is his name? 22 was the captain. 20 was Cascade.
Let's call though.
15 to 20.
17.
19.
All right, Fizz.
Really, with the 17, I'm at the low end of the party? That's amazing.
Yeah.
That bodes well for us. At least for one
Hopefully.
round.
Hopefully.
And Uriah.
DM also said everything's fine, so
Oh, it's fine. You're fine. Don't worry about it. It's good. Finnegan rolled a natural 1, so he's the lowest of your party. Okay, so everyone is clear. Whoops. There we go. So everyone is clear. Going on here. Teal, that's Cascade.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Where would you like to be on the boat? You were back here.
Yeah, he would have been on. He would have been.
I've got this flipped around just so you guys know, but we're gonna go with it anyway. So this boat over here on the right is the ship, the ambassador's ship. The boat on the left is the one that struck you.
Cool. Then he would have been looking. That's probably a good spot for him.
Right there. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. The captain, you're in your quarters right there. Green was Fizz. He's underneath. So I'm gonna put you off on the side here.
all right.
You're off on the side. You're manning your guns. Purple, Legato, where were you? You were up on the. Were you up playing music?
Wherever seems like a good place to chill and sit.
That'd be. You were probably up here with Finnegan, just hanging out.
Okay.
There's Finnegan. He was up.
Up at
he
the
was
pilot.
At the wheel.
Up at the pilot. Got it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I
So
don't trust that. Do not trust that.
these gold guys are basically, think of them as these are the crew hands. Okay.
Goons. Got
The
it.
goons. The purple up here, Captain Uriah. The blood red guy, that's the ambassador, and that's the Goliath. Over here, you see two people in red robes spitting their hands, and then all of a sudden, climbing up on board the ship, you see these dark red fish-like entities, these scaly, long spines coming off their head, going down their back, large, almost shark-like mouths, what are typically known as Cascade. You would know these as Sahagan.
Yep. And we have some in the kingdom.
Yep. You see their eyes are glowing a bit, and they seem to have been called upon the ship. We're gonna go ahead and get started. And moving first is Undark. And you see him, he just leaps across. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Yeah, he's
Good lord.
get right. Well, he's got like 45 feet of movement. He's a big dude. Goliaths can scoot. Well, I guess I'll first make it an athletics check just to make sure that he doesn't like fall into the water.
Natural
he's
one,
fi-
natural one,
Yeah,
natural
he's
one,
fine.
natural
He's
one.
fine. He's fine. He's gonna take a swing. He's gonna take a couple swings at Cascade.
Valid.
A
Valid.
15 to hit.
Yep.
Hits. Second swing is an 8. So no.
Oh, yay. No.
Okay. So he takes this giant sword and swings at you for 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then you
Everything
also
hurts.
feel this cold burst. And you take 5 points of necrotic damage as well.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Damn.
And bonus action, he's gonna go ahead and rage.
Makes sense. That makes sense. That's valid.
I would like to rage.
He would. I would like to rage.
The rage.
I can't even do it. It's too low. Coming up next, the captain. You are in your quarters. Where do you want to go, sir?
I storm out of my quarters.
5, Okay, you come out, and the first thing
yeah.
you see Cascade engaged with the first mate.
Yeah, I am. Can I rush? I see that he attacked him?
You see blades drawn.
I see blades drawn. Okay.
You see. Make a perception check real quick.
Ooh. 9.
You do not see that Cascade has been wounded.
Okay. So I don't even know.
You look over and you do see another ship right next to you, though.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I felt that thing attack. I mean, I know this is an attack. I'm not wondering if there's been a gentle disagreement. At
this point, I want to point out, you are the captain of the ship. You can give orders to your crew. You can shout orders from just about anywhere on the crew as long as there's not like guns blazing. People should be able to hear you. Okay?
Yeah.
So.
I have my axe with me. When I felt this thing, I grabbed my weapons and I ran out the door. I see them engaged and I simply charge him with my battle axe.
Where do you want to be?
I'm rushing right up next to him. Yeah. Yeah, right there is perfect.
Right here? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And I'm going to swing my battle axe at this guy.
Go ahead.
Okay. Hold on. Do I just on
your sheet, if you look on your D&D Beyond, if you just go right under action or attack.
Yep.
It's D&D. You're going to attack. You can roll your D20 and just add. It'll say your hit to hit plus whatever. Just add that to your die roll.
25.
25 definitely hits.
Yeah. And then damage. Now this is what I don't understand. There's two. It's like damage says 1d8 plus 5 and then 1d10 plus 5.
If you have a versatile weapon.
Yeah,
so
you have a shield. You're using a shield, so it's only one-handed. So it's
so if I dropped my shield and used two hands, it would be the 1d10.
1d10, yes.
Do not drop your shield.
Don't drop the shield. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Do not drop the shield.
All right, so I do 1d8 plus 5. So it is 6.
6 damage.
Yep.
Okay.
You rolled a 1?
Yes.
No.
That happens. That happens.
But I don't know if I'm supposed to do this before I roll or if I can do it after. Divine Smite, when you hit with a melee attack.
Oh no, you can roll it. You can.
I can do it after.
Once you know you hit, you can pump it into it.
Even after I've rolled the damage already.
Well, no. Well, yeah, I'll allow it. I don't care. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So I can expend one spell slot to deal 2d8 extra radiant damage to the target.
Yeah. I'll allow it.
All right. So just a first level spell slot. 3 plus 5, so 8.
8 points of damage. All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
By the way, I want everybody in chat to know the reason we're not playing on Roll20 or something is because I want people to hear those dice hit those dice trays. I want to hear the click clacks. This is a Wormwood community game. I want to hear those. I want to see them. I want to hear them. I want to love them.
This lovely Wormwood dice tray.
With
Very nice.
dice housed in this lovely adventurer's vault.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what we're here for. I want to hear the click clacks. So yes, perfect, great. That's a good job. Cascade.
Don't you have another attack? Don't you have extra attack as we're definitely 5th level.
Oh, wait a second.
As a paladin?
Oh, yeah.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah, you're right. Extra
again.
attack. I can attack twice instead of once. Thanks, CB. All right, so then I attack him again.
Tax for action too.
What's that?
You got two. Caw.
All right, so I'm gonna attack again.
Do it.
Battle axe.
Okay.
That is a 22.
That hits.
Nice.
Wow.
So that's another D8 plus 5. 8.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Cascade, you are up.
What does Ravik, what does he look like right now? Is he like happy that this is happening? Is he showing anything?
He's still not showing anything. He's just his hands are in. He's like his eyes are just almost smoldering. But he's not happy. He's not showing any real emotion. He's just watching things happen right now.
Okay. Then for now, because he didn't do anything yet, but another boat did. He looks over. Well, thank you, Captain. Well, let me do what I can do. And his eyes immediately begin to start glowing blue. I mean, they're already very blue, but they like go completely blue as his hand extends towards the other boat. And you start to see the water that was like a little bit, maybe a sweat, whatever, but it starts to pool down his arm and go to his hand. And then he mutters something in primordial. And it's gonna be fun. Go back to the spell. Go back to you. Where are you at? There you go. I am going to cast Control Water.
Okay.
And I'm specifically using its flood ability. But if you choose this area in a large body of water, you instead create a 20-foot tall wave that travels from one side of the area to the other and crashes down. Any huge or smaller vehicles in that wave's path are carried along with it. And they have a 25% chance of capsizing. I am literally raising it between our ship and the ship that just came. It's a wave of water and just shooting, pushing it back.
Okay.
Love it. Love it.
And you said it's a 20% chance of capsizing?
It's a 20% chance of capsizing.
Did you say 20 or 25%?
25%. Sorry, 25%.
I don't want to lose that 5%.
That 5% means something.
But it is pushed back. It doesn't really say how far it goes. It just says it's pushed. It's carried with it to the other side. Maybe I guess it's 20 feet.
Okay.
Or something. It's pushed back some. It's pushed back a little bit, yeah. And that gangplank definitely isn't there anymore. That's what's important.
That gangplank is gone for sure.
But yeah, there's a 25% of it percent chance of it capsizing.
Yeah, that's gone. That fell into the water.
And what's up, Wormwood?
Oh, look, Worm.
What's up, Worm fam?
Hey. We were just talking about our lovely Wormwood products.
Guys, thank you so much for being here again. Wyrmroost is still going on. We got great players here today. We have the Chris Gates hanging out with us. We've got AKA Snuggie. We got Critical Bard. We got Dr. B. And I'm nobody important. Don't listen to me anymore.
Yes, you are. Fuck off.
Yeah, get out of here.
You're the author of The Little Game Master.
Yeah.
These guys know who I am. I'm there every third Sunday. So smell your wormwood. Get it up.
I did. Okay, I'll do it again.
Oh, it's delicious. I love it. I love it. Thanks, guys. Thanks so much for being here. We're in the middle of combat.
I got it.
Our friends are pirates. They're privateers. They're out on the open seas. They were sent to go and pick up an ambassador and bring him into Port Orford to continue with the talks. And while they were on their journey, they were broadsided by another vessel. So seriously, they're in the middle of trying to take something over. And Cascade, played by Critical Bard, has just conjured a tidal wave to push this boat away.
Yep. So it's pushed away. He's satisfied with that. And he still doesn't trust it. And his eyes go over.
How far does it push away?
It really doesn't say in the text, but it does mention 20 feet right before that.
So I say 20 feet. We're gonna put it right there.
Yeah.
For now. Roll
amazing.
that beautiful dice and let me see.
Oh, it does. Does it take? Oh, I'll roll it. Okay.
Roll that 25.
Okay, let's see. I probably won't. Oh my god. I will laugh if this happens.
Show the camera. Show it to the camera.
I can't. I'm trying to take. I'm like, hold on. I'm trying to take a picture of it.
Take a picture of it. Tweet it out.
Where's
Take a
it
picture
at?
of it.
Where's it
Tweet
at? Where's it at?
Did you do it? Did you do it?
I rolled a 19. I'm sorry, 18.
Oh shit.
Hold on. Okay. But yeah, rolled that. Boom.
Oh,
I gotta get them both in
goodness.
there.
Just
I gotta get them both in there.
Tweet it out.
There we go.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful.
Oh,
Shit. There you go. Push the button. There we go.
Okay.
And the remaining party members would really like to thank the Critical Bard's luck on capsizing the other ship.
Yeah, seriously.
So that ship is gone.
Thanks for cutting enemies in half by 50%.
I did not expect to do that. I'm so sorry, Randall, for cutting your.
Thank you for getting rid of the magic
That's fine. That's fine. Okay. That makes combat a little easier tonight.
Anywho, as that happens, and he's not even looking at it happen because that's such a non-factor to him. He does look over back at Ravik,
Yep.
and his eyes immediately go snake-like as his body shifts in like a pool of water into a giant constrictor snake as a bonus action, wild shape.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to start moving towards Ravik.
Okay.
That's my turn.
On
That's
the
what I
ship?
do.
Nice. That's
Yes.
it. That's all you're gonna do.
That's all. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna
That's
do.
it.
It's,
And I believe he has 30 feet of movement. Yes, 30 feet of movement. So
okay.
he's just going to start
5,
slithering.
10, 15, 20, 25. Let's get you.
Okay, that's fine.
Hold on.
He can stay on the boat.
I just want to get the gangplank down here so I can see you. There we go. 25, 30 would put you like right in the middle of the gangplank. And you do get a
Which is fine.
attack of opportunity from the Goliath with the giant death sword.
Valid.
That's 14 to hit.
It hits.
14 hits?
Giant constrictor snakes are big, not
Right.
not.
Okay.
You know, hardy.
It's constrictor strike our AC. That's right. Okay,
Yeah.
so 10 points of slashing damage and 3 points of necrotic.
That's fine. I take that.
Okay.
Fight me.
Uh,
I'll be right back.
All right, that's your turn. Fizz, looking out your porthole, your gun hole, the ship that you were about to shoot is now gone.
He's like,
Booyah. Okay.
Fizz would run to the other side, then I guess.
Okay. How many of these guns did you have? You had 2 of these guns ready to go?
2, yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna place you down here like this is gonna be our undercarriage here.
Okay. Did the captain? Did you shout anything to Fizz by chance?
Did I shout anything to Fizz?
Yeah.
No, I was too
No, he did not.
absorbed by the sort of the rage I went into. Not officially. I'm not a barbarian, but you understand.
Yeah. What would Fizz do in this case? He's not been given order to open fire.
Yeah, but Fizz loves a fight.
Does Fizz know that there's a fight?
Well,
Right now you got run into by another ship. Middle of the night. That could happen, I suppose.
Insight or wisdom to figure out if he knows what's going on?
Sure, make a wisdom check.
Yeah.
Wisdom? I was hoping you would say insight, but that works too.
No, I think this would be a wisdom or an intelligence check to see if you know what this situation is and what it might mean.
Okay.
I think wisdom is probably
Wisdom. That's a 9.
9. You're confused. You're not really sure what just happened. You may be looking to like call up for orders from the captain or something like that.
How many feet would it take to get up to where everybody else is?
It's probably 10 feet to come up to the top of the deck, and that would put you up like right here.
Okay.
Because you're at like this first gun, and you just come up. So I'd say it's 10, 15 feet maybe. And the captain's,
Okay.
you look across. If that's what you want to do, you can make a perception check real quick.
That is 23.
23. Okay, you look across and you see the captain is engaged with the first mate of the other ship. Like weapons drawn, blood being spilled.
Okay. Let's see. So
Really quickly, I guess we should know I took damage, so I had to make a con save. I did make it, so my
okay. All right. Thank
effects
you.
are still happening. I can do something if I want to, but that's it.
Thank you.
fire's bad on a boat. So I think that
What are we doing, Fizz?
he would take out his crossbow and take a shot at the Goliath.
From here? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
You also see a giant constrictor snake slithering across the gangplank, going towards the other boat.
Okay, the snake would just be like, oh, snake. The Goliath he'd be focused on because he didn't get to fight him earlier.
Oh, okay. All right.
So that would be a nat 20.
Oh, damn. Yeah, that just hits.
Just barely.
It just barely hits.
Okay, and that is going to be damage. That is going to be 11 points of damage, piercing.
All right, reduce that to 5 because he's raging. Okay. Anything else?
He would fire and say, Captain, Booyag!
Okay. Next is the ambassador. And you see the ambassador just kind of step forward. He looks across and he sees the first mate is interacted with the captain, with Dorwin, and his eyes flare just a little bit, and he looks over to the captain of this ship and to the crew and say, "The captain, I need him alive. Kill the rest." And then he is going.
Bitch.
He is going to. We have it. He is going to cast a spell. Okay, first you see him. Just kind of take. He has a staff in his hand. He makes a quick gesture with his hand, stamps it on the ground, and you see this shimmer of light just kind of go all around him. Then he looks up, and he sees the snake coming across the gangplank, and he points his finger forward and just lets off a little blast of energy from his finger. He's going to shoot a firebolt at you. Let's see. What's his spell? I'm going to 22, I'm going to guess, hits.
Oh, that's funny.
You dick. For 10 points of damage.
Okay, and then I literally rolled a 10 on the die, so I am still concentrating.
Okay, all right, that's his
10
turn.
10 points, yeah.
That's his turn. Now the ship hands, the ones right here along the edge of the ship, pull out crossbows and start firing across.
They roll for initiative.
They had. Wait, do I not have? Oh shoot! I'm sorry, I didn't put you on here. You had what? 18?
17.
17. That's what it was. I don't have you on here. I skipped you out completely.
How dare.
Good God.
Sorry about that, Legato. Legato, it is your turn.
Oh,
Ambassador
fun.
had 19. So.
Okay, we're gonna do this now.
Legato.
So Legato stands up from playing his lute, looks right across at that collection of 3 people with the captain, conveniently within a 10-foot radius sphere, and strums a discordant chord on the lute, casting confusion, hitting all of them.
Okay,
Ooh.
What's the save?
14 wisdom.
All right. Fail. Natural 20 succeeds. And Captain fails.
So let's talk about what's about to happen to
The one
them.
back here succeeded. These 3 failed.
That's fine by me. Let's see here. I'm gonna roll for which ones failed? Can you point at? I'll roll individually.
The purple, the captain.
Okay. Let's start with him.
Okay.
The captain doesn't move or take an action this turn.
Okay.
Doesn't move or take an action.
Okay. This one right here.
Uses its action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within its reach.
Which no one is. Well, he has a crossbow.
Melee, so
Yeah, it has
does
to be
nothing
melee,
this
so
turn.
he can't do anything this turn. Okay.
Yep, but all three of them do nothing this turn.
Okay.
And with the remainder of my turn, using all my movement, I have just enough to jump down to where the captain is. And as I jump down, I pull out my scimitar and use my bonus action to light it on fire.
Okay.
Leaping down, ready to meet the Goliath.
Okay. Nice.
Let's do this.
Okay. Ship hand's turn. This one is going to step forward. Just seeing his guns up next to his friend and starts firing crossbow bolts across the way. That's going to be a 14 to hit on you, Legato.
Nope.
Miss. Okay. This one down here is going to take a shot at Fizz. That's going to be a 18 to hit. Fizz. 19 armor class. No, miss. You're muted, I think, buddy.
Yeah, I am. I'm sorry.
right.
No.
All right.
18 miss.
The other one's going to take a shot at you. It's a natural 1. That's going to miss. This one's going to start coming across. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and meet a snake. It's not sure what this is, so it's just going to pull out its cutlass and take a swing at you, and that's going to be a 17 to hit.
That hits. I forgot how much AC they do not have.
That's going to be 7 points of damage. Slashing damage.
Natural 20 on the con save.
Wow. Okay, that is the ship hands because the other ones can't do anything. It comes to the captain who can't do anything. Uriah, he's done. Okay, those guys are all gone, so I can't do anything with them. Next up is Finnegan.
Thank you, Cascade.
Yeah, no
You're
joke.
on. What happened?
Oops.
Oops.
15. He's going to come around behind so that he's in a flank with the captain here. He's going to take a couple of stabs with his daggers.
And he's going to go cutthroat because he's the bad guy.
So what is he able to reach? Like his calf?
Yeah, basically. Well, I mean, he's a half elf. He's a
okay.
6 foot dude. The Goliath still stands a good 2-3 feet taller than him, but still.
Okay, right in the kidneys. Cool.
Yeah. So first one hits, second one hits. First one has sneak attack because he is engaged. Well, let's do
Rogie boy.
Rogie boy. Rogie boy is gonna go cut. Okay, so let me put this. Okay, so it's 7 plus 10, 13, 15, 20 points of damage total, cut in half to 10 for the first strike. And the second strike, there's nothing special on it, is just it's 5 points of damage. All right. I'm going to do a percentile chance for 2 of the people that were on the boat that just went over. You know, he made that person drowned.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay, that person did so. Okay, all right. Back to the top of the order. Undrak is not happy. He's being attacked by 2 sides, so he's going to go into.
You'd like to rage?
He's already raging. Now he's going to go super rage. 2 attacks at the captain with a 15 plus. So 21 to hit for his first strike.
Yeah, armor class 18.
Okay. Second attack These are reckless, just so you guys know. Is 18 on the dot, so two strikes.
Oh.
First one is 7. Second one, 15 points of damage, slashing damage, and 4 points of necrotic, so 19 altogether.
Ouch.
Oi.
And then he's just gonna stand his ground now. He's not moving anywhere because he doesn't want to take attacks of opportunity. Next up, the captain.
The captain.
Let's see. You know, actually, instead of focusing on the Goliath, because now I have a couple people here helping me, I'm going to focus over onto the other side, the other ship.
Wait, you're leaving us to this monstrosity?
Oh no, I'm not leaving. I might approach the side of the ship a little bit. Where am I? I'm on the left there. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right there. You're the red dot. So
Yeah. So am I able to get to the?
You can skirt around. I mean, if you want to get
Can I
away
skirt
from
around?
him,
Can I skirt around to the other side of purple?
you're
there?
you're a Goliath. You're a pretty big dude.
All right. I don't. You know what? I think I can reach. Let me see if I can reach. What's my?
You can skirt around here and not provoke an attack. That's about as far as you can get.
Oh, wait a second. Oh yeah, they're all within like 60 feet of me. Looking at the stagehands, the gold orbs there, with the ones that had the crossbows.
Sure.
Yeah,
Basically,
so the
everyone
two-
on the rail.
Yeah, so the one on the gangplank and actually, how's the one on the gangplank looking? Is he looking pretty?
He's not had taken any damage at all. He just took
Okay.
a swing. He just took a slice out of that big snake steak.
So the one on the gangplank and the two above him,
Okay.
right there, those two, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use command, and I'm going to use it at a third level, so that I can target 3.
Okay.
Oh, snap.
And my one word is going to be dive.
All right. What's the save?
Nice. Damn.
The save is succeed on a wisdom saving throw or follow the command.
Okay. What's your wisdom? What's your spell DC?
My spell DC.
Go onto your D&D Beyond and just go into your spells section.
Yep. I'm there.
And up at the top, it should say. Where are you guys?
I got spells modifier, spell attack, and save
Spell
DC.
spell DC. Save DC is 13. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a wisdom DC.
It says wisdom check for them.
Okay.
Yep.
Damn.
So first one that's confused saves. Second one saves. The one on the gangplank, natural 20. They all save.
Damn.
It's a good idea. That was good. That would have been good.
Yeah. Well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Captain Booyog? Question mark.
Booyag?
Oh yeah, and I can also, I assume, yell out "Booyog," right?
Sure.
If I want to yell out,
Oh yeah,
Fizz!
yeah. Oh yeah.
Fizz! Booyog!
Yeah.
All right. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Cascade. You have someone in front of you right now, kind of blocking your way a little bit.
So Cascade is a very smart individual. He's very wise, but apparently not enough because becoming a snake just wasn't smart. And that's okay. So as he's getting hit, he kind of just shifts back out of his form, back into his normal, which I believe I can just do. It's not a bonus.
It's
action.
it's just a free action.
Yeah. And you see him reach into a side bag that he has,
Okay.
and pulls out this object, and he's holding it with one hand, and he looks over at Ravik and says, "You thoroughly are mistaken." And as he's saying this, he's gathering water from the ocean in front of him. "If you think we are the ones who are going to die." And as he puts water into the thing in front of him, which happens to be a bowl, he speaks a word in primordial and blows that water over towards the person, the mage of some sort. And right behind him, where that water hits the floor, you will see a water elemental form.
Okay.
It's
as I'm using my bowl of commanding water elementals to help to get a buddy to help us right
So
now.
right here,
Yeah, that's fine. That's perfect.
right there.
No, in front, over to the left a little bit.
Hold on.
once.
I'm gonna make him. We're gonna make him blue. It's a water
Bet.
elemental. Okay.
So
what do you
yeah,
want?
go over, up one. Yeah, right there.
Cool.
That's fine.
Sure.
And the thing is, does he get to do anything when I summon him?
He gets his own initiative, I would assume.
I'll roll initiative for him. Okay,
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure.
Yeah, roll initiative for him.
That is, what is his stats? He has that plus 14.
14?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is his initiative.
Okay, so that's going to be down here. That's going to be water elemental. Okay.
Yep. And then do I stay there? Does that, so correct me if I'm wrong, and you're DM, so you get to choose. That's technically using an item. That's not casting a spell. Or is it casting?
It's still an action. It's an action.
No, I know that.
So,
But I'm asking, does it constitute as casting a spell?
If it doesn't
though it's
use,
an item?
if it doesn't use a spell slot, I wouldn't say it's casting a spell. I'd say it's using an item.
That's what I thought. I just
Yeah.
wanted to make sure, or at least get what your feelings
Sure.
are.
No, yeah, sure. It's a magical item. The magic is in itself.
Exactly. Great.
So, yeah.
Great. Because I'm going to third level speak in primordial to myself as I healing word. Because no.
Okay.
But
right.
that's all I do. That's all I do.
All right, Fizz, you're up.
Okay.
And everybody laughs.
Everybody laughs.
Everybody laughs.
So Fizz gets really excited hearing the captain yell back "Booyog." Rather than head back downstairs, Fizz is going to run up to the side of the ship
Okay.
and pull out his one square closer towards the bow.
Okay.
All right.
So I can put
Yeah.
it- Okay.
And Fizz is going to pull out his blow dart
Okay.
and
Low dart.
he's going to whisper in it and say a quick prayer to Orbiog and yell out "Booyog!" and hit the ground with it. And he is going to summon an Eldritch Cannon. And
That's a thing.
That's
it
a
takes
thing.
15 feet, and he is going to use flamethrower on the two that are in front of him.
Okay.
It's
Oh my
15-foot cone of fire,
Fantastic.
and it's a dex save of DC 13.
DC 13. Natural 4 is going to miss. And 13 plus 2, 15. So 1 saves.
And on
Wow.
2d8, I rolled 2 8s. So that's 16
Nice.
fire damage.
Nice.
Half for the one that saved.
Okay. All right. Okay. You still have
And-
some movement?
Yes. Having that there, he is going to use his where are they? Use his boots, winding path boots, and teleport back to the top of the stairs and get ready to move down to go towards his cannons.
If you wanted, like, is that constitutes part of the movement? Because you only moved like 15 feet.
It doesn't count as part of the movement since it's infused ability. I have 30 feet of movement. If it can take me 15 to get back down, I can get back to the cannons. But that's your discretion.
Okay, no, I'll put you back at the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Fantastic.
A note that I forgot to mention, that water elemental is a large creature. It is currently in the hostile space of red. Thank you.
Yep.
Take that.
Take that. Okay. All right. Well, he's conjured in his space. So it's the ambassador's turn now. Does he have to make any kind of strength save or something to get out, or what?
It doesn't say, but he is.
He's taking damage.
No, it doesn't. Well, so I have an action, but I think I have to intentionally do this thing. So I don't think so yet.
No. Okay. Well, then it's gonna take he's gonna take a minute and he's gonna back up.
Now I get an attack opportunity.
Sure.
Oh.
Smashy.
Oh yeah, he'll do that. I'm looking for dice. Okay, there we go. Does a dirty 20 hit?
Dirty 20 does hit.
I'm expecting him to have the things I would have as a mage, so I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. No, he just cast mage armor, but it's still not up to 20.
Okay. Then he's gonna take. Not the best. 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. All right. He steps back, and he just thinks this is ridiculous. So he's going to look forward and just mutter some incantation, and just like his cloak seems to almost come alive, and almost like it lifts and it kind of flows and it rises up around him. You see like everywhere around on the ship where there was a torch or where there was some type of flame, something seems to burn a little bit brighter, a little bit hotter. It seems to burn a little bit more.
Go off.
Damn it, B.
What happens at a church go?
He sets off this line of fire, this beam of red light that shoots off and lands right about here. As just a detonation happens and just flames erupt. He's gonna let off a fireball.
Oh, he's going hard.
He doesn't.
Counter spell. I don't have it. That's deck save.
It's deck saves.
Ooh, okay. What's the damage?
Right. DC 15. So, hold on, 5, 10. It's not that bad. It's only 24.
I mean, I'm taking 24, but
what about the water elemental?
it saved, so it'll take half.
Okay, so it takes half. He incinerated his own man. He didn't even give a shit.
However, I do need to. Okay, I'm good. Woohoo! You don't want a stray water elemental.
And Randall, I have one retcon. Within that 15-foot area, the fire ignites any flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried. So not
Okay,
sure if it would light the ship on fire there.
So
or
the
not.
boat is on fire.
Yes.
The boat is
The
on
boat
fire.
is on fire.
Also, Randall, there's
Yes.
2 ships here. Shouldn't all the saves be dex saves?
Oh, but
Thank you very much.
there's some fire down there for you.
Thank you very much.
That's terrible.
I am
Yeah.
sad I didn't think of that.
That's
There we
just
go.
Shameful.
You're
Some
welcome.
amazing fire.
Shameful. Let's draw some quick flames in there. Okay. That's on fire. It is now Legato.
So I have to actually ask our DM a question. How
Sure.
serious were you about that bardic inspiration we had in the pre-planning stages?
Hmm.
Because if you're serious, I'm blowing it now.
Sure.
Cool.
Oh no.
Sure.
All right, so I point my flaming scimitar at the Goliath, and I flank south 2 squares.
Here?
And I say to him, I just want you to know I truly respect you. As I use my bard, as I swing, as I stab hard at him and flourish just a little bit. And get a 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, hold on. This is where it gets fun. I'm going
no.
to use a mobile flourish. Okay, so first of all, the flaming scimitar does a base of let's see, that's 9 plus 7, so 16, 22 base damage.
Okay.
Plus 8 fire damage.
Okay.
But here's the kicker. He's pushed directly away from me 12 feet.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yep, he in the water.
I assume he's tall enough to clear over that railing.
With the force of that, the railing would just basically catch him right under his butt, and he'd just topple right over. Yeah, he's in the water. He's in the drink. Does he have any kind of save against that at all?
Nope.
You guys are putting all my baddies in the drink. Okay.
And and what I do with the remainder, because I get an additional move, I get an additional.
You know what? I'm giving him a dex save to see if he can grab on or anything. No, he can't. Shit. All right. You guys are taking all my toys away.
And I actually walk over, and knowing Cascade is fine in the water, I just try and kick the gangplank out.
Kick it off?
Yes.
Okay. Make a strength check.
Okay. Nah, 8.
Yeah, no. You kick it so hard, you come over. You go to kick it, and you
know what? No. I had that bardic moment. I'm good. I'm good.
You stubbed your toe so hard, and you just.
That's
just
appropriate for a good story.
Eat it. You just eat it. You're just like. It's fine.
I'm good.
Good.
Have that moment of anticipation where I know it's about to hurt but doesn't.
Oh gosh. Okay. Ship Hand's turn. Do these guys?
Do
have
they
a
go?
chance to,
Are they before the White Elemental?
Yes, they are.
That's fine. I can make it.
Ship Hands. Do they have another save opportunity for confusion?
Nah, they're good. They're fine. They get their turn now.
They get their turn now. Okay, it's just the one turn thing. Okay. The first one. Yeah. Okay. First one sees what's going on. He sees the first mate go flying into the water. His eyes go wide. He reaches up, grabs the bead at his throat, pulls it down, and chucks it across the way at the boat. And another explosion happens. A fireball goes off. It's going to be at Finnegan, and actually, all three of you are going to take this. Finnegan, the captain.
Unfortunate.
Finnegan, the captain, and Legato. Oh gosh.
It's fireballs. The worst part is, I was going to cast Detect Magic about those things. Something when you described it, it was like something's off.
21 points of damage. Go make a dex saves for me.
Oh, come on, dice.
It's a magic item, so it's not great.
How's a 14 do?
14 makes it. So you take 10 points of damage. Captain.
Oof. 8.
21 points of damage.
Ouch.
Finnegan, it's me. Natural 1. He takes a lot of damage. Okay. Next up is the water elemental.
Great. The water elemental kind of just slurries itself closer back into the space of the mage, the asshole. That's funny.
I'm moving the fire moves with it. Hold on. I can fix this.
Fire spreads, man.
Hey, perfect.
There you go.
And he's kind of just like, just a water thing. He's in the space, but it's more so like the mage is stepping in a puddle of water.
Okay.
Until that water begins to rise and fully encapsulate them as he whelms. The mage needs to make a strength saving throw.
Oh gosh.
Mages are known for their
Oh,
strength.
absolutely.
I mean, the dice are the dice, though, so it could be good for him.
All right.
Hopefully not.
What does he need to make?
15.
15? He does not. 14.
Oh, great. He's going to take 2d8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
So that's going to be 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And he's grappled.
Okay.
While he's grappled, he is restrained, and he can't breathe unless he can breathe underwater. Which
Okay.
I don't think he can.
Probably not.
So he's under the suffocation rules.
Okay. All right.
And that is his turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Uriah, 5, 10, 15. Leaps down, 20. Make an acrobatics check. Oh, yeah.
Parkour.
He's fine. Parkour. 25, 30. Right up. He sees the ambassador gets swallowed up. Is this basically like a water suit around the ambassador? Is that what this is looking like? Kind of.
I mean,
Visually,
think like a big old water elemental bubble,
Yeah.
and the ambassador's kind of just floating in it, just suffocating.
He's gonna try and make a strength attempt to pull the ambassador out.
Which he can do.
Yeah.
That's actually what I think.
Same 15. Same 15.
Unfortunately, it's 14 this time, but it's
14.
still strength.
But it's not a save. This is just a strength check, correct?
Strength check. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Make sure I know what I'm talking about.
But it's his action to do it.
Right. Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. He sees this and he's absolutely coming in to do it.
That's valid.
Okay. 16. So he pulls him out.
He does.
Okay. So he gets pulled out. I'll just stick him out here next to him.
Yeah, it gets right out. Yeah.
Yeah, I just put him just next to him. Okay, that's going to be his action. Bonus action doesn't really have much.
He got lucky because suffocating is not fun in D&D.
No. Okay, that's his turn. That's his turn. Deckians are also gone. Finnegan. That's him. That's my guy. 5, 10. He saw what you were trying to do, and he likes it. So he's going to try and pull and push the thing off. So he's going to make a strength check to try and knock that off. And he doesn't do it either. Bonus action. Gosh, he's shit. Bonus actions, I don't think. No. Nope. He's gonna take a minute. He's gonna try and hide just below the railing. So he's gonna make a stealth check. Okay. All right. Back to the top of the order. Undark. He's gonna try and climb up. Athletics check to try and climb back up on the boat. That's
I'm gonna knock him off again. Has he not learning?
That's a 3. So he can't even climb up, even with his strength. He's having a hard time. He's like drifting back. The captain. Dorwin, what you got?
I want to. I would like to head over towards the gangplank and attempt what they were doing. But can I, at the same time, try the command again?
Sure.
All right, so I guess I'll have to do a strength check for the gangplank, and then as I'm doing that, I'm
Command. I think command is an action though. I think you're gonna have to pick one.
It
of the
is
other.
an action.
Yeah, it's one or the other.
All right then. I head over to the gangplank.
I tell you what.
and-
What I'll do is I'll allow if either Finnegan or Legato want to try and do it again, I'll give them advantage on the next time because you're there help, because you're there assisting. is what
Okay.
I'll say.
So do the command is what you're saying, and then I'm
It's
there
your choice.
helping
No,
them
it's
on
your
this?
choice. It's whatever you want
No,
to
no,
do.
but I'm saying like you're saying that if I did the command,
Yes,
I'd be there assisting them on their turn.
I'd let you give them assistance in the next turn.
All right, cool. Then I'm gonna do the command again.
Okay.
And I'm gonna look at the 2 right there. So it's a second level spell slot, and I try again, and I say dive.
It's 13.
Yeah.
Fails and makes. So one of them. Whoop.
Nice.
So you get 2 in the water. Oh man. Wow. Okay. Anything else? You have a bonus action right now.
Let's see. My bonus action. What can I do? Let's see. As a bonus action, oh, cool. Channel Divinity. As a bonus action, each creature of your choice within 30 feet must make a Wisdom saving throw, or it can't willingly move more than 30 feet away from you. No, I'm not gonna do anything else.
Okay. Next up is Cascade.
Cascada. That's something I want to do, but I want to keep my big boy out here for now. So then, what I shall do is, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I will reach out my hand towards the water again, and another wave is going to form. A little smaller, but still powerful. It's just going to rise up and then immediately fall on top of where the elemental is and them. And let me actually make sure up to 10 feet wide. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, it'll hit those 2 for sure.
Okay.
And I'm casting Tidal Wave.
Okay.
So they need to make dex saves.
Can't believe you sunk my other boat.
We sunk your Goliath. We sunk your boat.
Seriously, you're just chucking people off into the water.
Oh, never mind. That's wrong dice I'm using.
Come on, capsize.
No, not the same. It's not control water. I could do it.
Oh.
So they're making dex saves.
Dex saves.
Yes.
15.
Yes.
Ambassador absolutely makes it. Captain does not.
Okay. Well, the ambassador. I mean, they're both gonna take damage. Ambassador's fine though. Blah 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 blah. Captain's gonna take 24 bludgeoning damage and is prone now.
Okay, so he's on the ground. Okay.
Yep, and ambassador's gonna take 12.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ambassador is not happy.
That's fine. And I am actually finally, because y'all trying it with this damn gangplank. I can swim, but I don't feel like doing it right now. I'm gonna come back towards yeah. I'll come back towards it. Yeah.
Okay.
That is fine.
Okay.
If I can come, do I have any more movement past that? I should.
Oh, you can. You can. Yeah.
I guess just
5,
bring
10,
me
15.
Bring me 15 feet down towards the gobbo.
Okay. 5,
Yeah.
10, 15. Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
So
I guess I'll be over there with him.
Okay. Cool. All right, Fizz, you're up.
Okay. So now for the fun time, DM. Is we'll head back below deck to cannon number 1, which is prepared. How would you like him to roll to fire?
Roll a d20. I will say you get your proficiency bonus because add your dexterity modifier, and then I'm not gonna. I will say roll at advantage because we're right next to the ship.
Big bada boom.
Big
Literally
bada
on
boom.
top of each other.
Bada boom, big bada boom. Let's see. That's a nat 20 plus 6.
Shh, yeah, that'll put a scuff on the side. Yeah.
We'll fire that off.
All right.
And I think that's my movement and turn, correct?
Okay. Go ahead and roll. I'm gonna treat this at this range. I'm gonna treat this as like a fireball. So go ahead and roll the 8d6.
Oh crap. Okay.
At this range, that close, that's intense.
Need more d6.
I need more d6.
All right, 8d6.
Booyah!
15, 1,
Booyah!
25, 26, 29, 32.
Dang.
32
There's this
total.
cacophonous blast, and you see black smoke, and you see shards of wood splinter and go flying everywhere. This red boat, this red bloodwood boat, just rocks back and forth. The first cannon that was shot was right here. I'm gonna make these two make dex saves to see if they get thrown out. He's fine. Oh shit. And I'll do a percentile. 50-50 chance he goes in the water. He is in the water. So this guy, he's fine. He held on. This one just got sent rocking and just fell in.
Thank you, Fizzbang.
Okay. It is now the ambassador's turn. He is not happy about what's going on here.
What's going on with the gangplank among the situation with all the rocking?
The gangplank.
You really want this gangplank gone?
I want it gone.
Good point.
Someone on that end. One of you. I want one of you guys to roll percentile dice for me. Make Fizz roll percentile for me, because you're the one that rocked the boat.
Okay.
Rock it up.
Rock the boat, baby. Rock the boat.
That is a 29.
All right, no, it held still. It held.
Boo.
It's still there. It's got like cleats on it that are holding it in place.
This man said cleats.
Boo.
Well, Dr. B, you can't win them all.
Hey, cleats are a wood term. You use cleats in woodworking.
I mean, I already blew the side of the ship out
Seriously?
and lit it on fire. So
All right. The
You got that.
ambassador is not pleased about this entire situation. He wants the captain. How does he get there? How am I gonna get him there? Because we want to get this going. Okay.
What he gonna do?
He vanishes.
What the ambassador does?
Yep.
What?
What?
Just foops out of existence?
He does not appear to be where he was.
Get the gangplank. Get the gangplank. Get the gangplank.
For my understanding, I mean, you don't have to tell me exactly what's going on, obviously, but this is a vanishing thing. This is not an invisibility thing.
His form shimmers and then is gone.
Okay. I was saying, like, if it's an invisibility thing and he moves, I still get an attack of opportunity. It'd just be a disadvantage. That's what I was asking.
Oh, okay. I would
If
say
it's like Misty Step, then no. But if it's invisible and he moves, then he still can hit.
He goes invisible.
Okay.
So yes, you could have attack. The water elemental could have an attack of opportunity.
Okay. I mean, probably it's a disadvantage, and he's not that good. So find out. You can see like the air shift a little bit. Like, what was that?
I think more than anything, the elemental probably sees the ripples in the water on the deck.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. No, that will not hit.
Okay.
Both of those rolls were shitty.
Right.
Wow.
And he goes off legato.
Well, I don't know. How sturdy does this gangplank look? Like, could I smash it?
You got. I mean, there is a DC for being able to lift it off and throw it.
Okay,
away.
fine. We just lift it off.
Make a strength check. You have advantage now because you have the captain helping you.
Yay! Thank you, Captain. We love you, Captain. 18.
Okay. You bend down, and the captain's there with you, and you go to lift it up off your edge and to shove it off. But as you go to lift it, it feels heavier than it did last time.
Oh, for the love of...
Yeah.
You know what? That is some ridiculousness. Oh, no. And just, I don't like it.
This is your guys' door right here. That's what this is.
Oh, that's not a bonus action. You know, this shenanigans with the, no. So I say to wait, who else is with us there?
Finnegan and the captain are right next to you.
Okay, he's on the plank. Attack the air on the plank.
Okay. Ship hands, that guy. Okay, so this guy gets run over by one of the boats as he's trying to swim.
Oh!
The Goliath tries to climb. Oh! He tries to climb back up, and he rolled another 3. So he's back. He's off the map. He's off.
Bye.
He's
Bye.
And one more tries to.
Oh, look at the kitty.
Oh, he got it. All right,
Don't mess with bards.
This guy, he climbed back up. He's up on the side right here. Okay, there's 3 more that have actions. Okay. Crossbow bolt, miss. Jeez, oh Pete's. Crossbow bolt against the captain. 14 is going to miss. And final one, 19 against Cascade.
How dare you?
How dare!
Right. Like the hell? Everybody messing in when you hit me. I ain't do nothing to you.
All right, it's 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Just a bolt. He's going to step out of the fire and start walking towards the gangplank, and he's going to stand there. He's going to walk down 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's going to step there. All right. Now it is the captain's turn, and it's just going to start swinging at this water elemental.
Hit me.
Multi-attack. 19.
That does hit.
And an 8.
Definitely does not.
That does not hit, yeah. So that'll be 9 points of damage.
What kind of weapon is he using?
Slashing.
Is it magical?
Yes.
Is it really, or did you just say that? That was a delay.
How dare!
He said,
how dare! You know what? No! Hold on.
No, it's okay.
No, hold on. I'll bring this Goliath back.
That's fine. You said how many points of damage?
7.
7. Okay.
The Goliath all of a sudden like dolphin
He
hops
bamfs.
out of the water and just
He
lands right
like
on the ship.
Nightcrawler. He just bamps up on top and just comes down with this big old swing right on Cascade's head. All right, no, that's the end of his turn. He's just not happy about that. Those guys are gone. Finnegan, he's gonna jump up. He's gonna see something on there. He's gonna try and take a couple swings at him at disadvantage. First one is a natural 1.
Ooh,
Back off after this, Finnegan.
Second one was a natural 1.
Oh.
He's like, I'm missing something, but this, it gotta be, shit. So he'll try and step back, and as he steps away, you
You
just
get
see
clocked with a damn staff.
No, he just starts the back of his armor just starts lighting up, and he takes 17 points of fire damage.
Oh, he's a warcaster.
Good
Bitch.
God.
Damn.
Finnegan's rough, man. He's looking rough. All right, back to the top. That guy's gone. Never mind. You killed my Goliath. You took my Goliath away. You took my druids away. You took Captain.
Moi?
Yeah.
Does just so I'm preparing something, does his attack negate his invisibility? Or is this
It's great. It's greater invisibility.
I was just curious.
No,
That's
it was greater invisibility.
cool. No worries.
Yeah, I mean, how are my allies looking? Am I under the impression people are,
You just saw Finnegan
think-
get set on fire. Cascade's taking a bunch of hits.
yeah. Okay.
You also know Cascade's a druid and can heal himself.
He can heal himself by turning into a T-Rex. Right, guys in chat? That happens, right?
Oh, please do.
Are we
Oh,
in
I
Schultz?
have water dinosaurs. I guess I haven't done anything yet.
Are we in Schultz all of a sudden?
No, but that's what Quinn did to one of my characters in the last
Oh.
game. One of my characters was getting beat up pretty rough, and then they turned him into a T-Rex to heal
that's
him.
amazing.
To heal him.
Oh, that
Okay,
continuity.
so Captain, it's your turn.
Okay.
get a
I could do. All right. I'm going to.
I like
right.
it.
I don't
If they
know.
make it,
I mean,
like it.
I know that the gangplank was heavier when we tried to lift it.
Finnegan
just-
rolled 2 nat 1s.
Yeah.
You got any area effect spells?
Yeah. I mean, just like a healing area effect spell, and you know, I just kind of want to like swing at the empty air
Okay.
of the gangplank, just to,
Okay.
just in case that dude's still there, because he was there when we were trying lifting it.
Yep. Go ahead and go ahead and make an attack with this disadvantage.
Make an attack with disadvantage. Okay.
It hasn't come
Alright.
around to his turn again yet, so
All right.
I have a plan if you miss.
Okay. Uh, 14.
miss.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's too bad. And then as a bonus action, I'd like to do as a bonus action. So channel divinity, turn the tide. Each creature of your choice within 30 feet regains 1d6 plus 1 hit point if it has no more than half of its maximum hit point.
Okay.
So,
So
Is
Finnegan will
Finnegan-
take Finnegan will take 1d6 plus 1.
yep.
Cool. Go ahead and roll it.
Okay. Ah, 3.
Okay. Every little bit helps. All right. Cascade.
So I asked this just because I'm unsure. Is because of how the boat is and how the squares are. Is the invisible person 5 feet from the golden orb on the gangplank? Is he closer to purple?
You don't know. But
I
you
don't
know. That's like a 10-foot space that there's someone occupying somewhere.
That's valid. That's valid. That's fine. So the gold orb that's on the game plate,
Yeah.
the space next to it, to the left.
Okay.
I look over at the elemental and I say, in primordial, I'll see you soon. And it's going to go away. But as it goes away, it dissipates into a very fine mist that starts to rise into the air that slowly becomes gray and gray as a storm cloud forms. And it goes right above that spot, and I call lightning down on that area. At 4th level. So anything within 5 feet of that square needs to make a dex save.
Okay. 15 also?
Yeah.
Okay, that guy there fails. The deckhand fails. And someone else fails. Something else fails.
Ooh, fuck!
Actually, that guy's...
I am so sorry. I literally rolled 2 10s, a 9, and an 8.
Wow.
That's 38
Damn.
points.
37.
37,
Wow.
sorry, math.
No worries,
That's 37 points of lightning damage.
Okay. He's gone. He's gone. So, 2 of these... So, these 2 took it.
And we'd like to thank Critical Bard for calling down the thunder.
I'm dead.
Okay. All of a sudden, you see this shimmering light, and you see the ambassador reappear right here on the plank. He drops to one knee. You see like this burst of energy encircle him, and he stands back up, lurches forward, and goes to grab at the captain.
Is he doing his turn? Because I technically wasn't finished.
Okay.
I'm just asking.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hold on. I mean, it's nothing special, but you do see Cascade run and jump off of the boat into the water, and then underneath the gangplank, well, not underneath, you're gonna see a large fucking head come out as I do turn into a fucking Plesiosaurus with my wild shape, and I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for him to move because if he moves, that is an attack of opportunity. That's why I asked.
Okay. Well,
Head alpha up dinosaurs.
It's literally on my. It was one of the things that it was on my list already.
It is Fizz's turn next. Fizz, what you want to do?
How do I talk dinosaur? Fizz.
How do you top dinosaur?
Cannon 1 is down, so cannon 2.
Goes to cannon 2. Cannon 2 would basically be firing right past dinosaur. I would make it be a regular so instead of being at advantage, I'd put it at disadvantage, and if you miss, I'm gonna make you roll percentile to see if you hit dinosaur.
Oh no.
What?
Because dinosaur showed up basically right in front of the cannon hole.
Don't shoot the dinosaur.
Shoot me.
So
we like the dinosaur.
Did I see dinosaur appear?
Make a perception.
You would have heard
perception.
Make a perception check.
Out of the water.
Oh yeah, that's 23.
You see dinosaur pop up out of the water. I'll say with a 23, I'll say you saw Cascade drop in the water, and then you got over to the other cannon. You look out again, and you see dinosaur come out.
Booyah? This was not the side that got hit, so cannon 3 is still operational, right?
Yes.
But would cannon 3 be aligned with dinosaur or no?
No, that'd be past dinosaur.
Okay, then cannon 3.
Sure.
And you said D20 D20 proficiency dex.
Yep.
Okay.
Do it.
Not as good. It's going to be 17. Or no, this is at advantage,
at
right?
advantage, yeah.
Okay.
Do it.
Fuck me, Gil. 18.
18 hits. 18
All
will
right.
hit.
And this is 66 again.
86, yeah.
8d6. That's right.
Let's start a
Good
fire.
Lord.
Let's start a fire on this boat.
I've started a few now. I'm happy about it.
Yeah. And oh, this poor bastard on the side of the boat. Yeah. Damn it. Hold on. Wait. Let's do this right. Because he's dead.
Oh no.
He's toast. That's basically in the same area as the explosion would have hit him. How much damage you got for me?
It is 34.
34, man. The boat's still afloat and is still doing well, but the well-placed cannon shots and stuff are what's taking out the crew.
He is valuable.
He's doing work.
He's doing the Lord's work.
He's doing his Lord's work for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it is now the ambassador's turn. He becomes visible again. Once again the hold on, I gotta make a roll percentile one more time to see if the gangplank falls off.
Oh yeah.
If you knock it loose.
It needs to be like a Jurassic Park moment where like it just falls into the open mouth.
This is 78.
Okay, no, it still holds firm.
Damn.
He just kind of reaches down, grabs the plank, looks down, sees this maw beneath him, looks up, sees the captain, looks back, sees just the Uriah, Captain Uriah, and the one deckhand left. He mutters an incantation, pulls out the stick from his hand, slams it on the ground, and in a flash of light, he's gone. The captain, Captain Uriah, sees him vanish like that, and son of a bitch! He looks at the one other person on the boat, and he just drops his sword at the ground and says, "I yield."
Good plan. Yeah, you heard what he said.
The captain of the boat, he drops his sword down and says, "I was paid to ferry him across. I wasn't paid for any of this."
What did he say? I'm sorry. He was what?
He was paid to ferry the ambassador across. He wasn't paid for any of this. I was paid to keep him safe. I didn't know. At this point, combat has ended. The other ship hand is like, he's just kind of looking over and he sees the boat is on fire. And he's like, can I?
Yeah. Seize them.
Okay.
I just say to my crew, seize them.
Okay. To kind of expedite this a little bit, you go over, you seize the crew, you clap them in irons, you put them down the brig, and as you have your moment to kind of go through the opposing ship, everyone just make investigation checks for me real quick.
I was about to say, and they're in the brig, and they just look over and they see Plesiosaur's head just go through one of the holes. He's like, "What's up? You want something now?" No. You said investigation?
Investigation, please, yeah.
16.
Okay.
7.
14.
12.
Captain. And 15 plus. Oh, only ones. Okay. With the 16, you go through and you go into the captain's quarters and you see charts, you see maps, you see a very detailed drawing of the course that they're taking from Bastul to Port Orford, and a rough idea of where they were supposed to meet you. And it was pretty spot on. This guy, he's a pretty good captain. He knows what he's doing.
Were we checking the other boat?
Yeah.
Okay. If that was the case, I would have detected magic beforehand. So if you go into the captain's place, anything magical would ping.
The only thing magical from the captain, the sword that you took off of him, is a +1 cutlass.
Pass that to Dr. B. Legato.
It's off of him. That's really pretty much it. Most anything else magical went overboard. And has been washed away at this point. But
I'm like, oh, we can find it.
If only
you go down to the lower decks and you search around and you go through their cannon galley kind of thing, and you see like a special estate room where the ambassador was staying. And as you go in, you feel like a hum, and you look and you see a faint glow coming from the floorboards. You go over and you see a hidden like a hidden kind of depression where you can lift up, and the floor kind of reveals like a little hidden compartment. Within the compartment, you pull up a small box. You open the box, and on the very top there's a scroll. You break the seal and you look at it, and you see a very vivid drawing of a kind of design with almost like a pentagram type of or a pentagon drawing, and what looks like 5 curving lines coming off of it. Next, below that, you see a similar symbol but much smaller, and then you see 9 holes or 9 dots or circles or marks made around it. Next to that,
marks mean anything?
They just look like little circles. Just like circles is what they look like.
Okay.
You rifle through a few more papers and you see you see another scroll that unfolds, and it's a very clear picture of what looks like a stone or a crystal. Now, Dorwin, when you see this, you're shocked. You're absolutely stunned, because this is an exact drawing of the crystal that you hold on your person. You are one of the commanders of the Crown's Guard. You're captain of the Navy. As such, you were entrusted with a small crystal, like stone, like crystal. It seems like this was something that they were trying to get to. They were trying to get to it. They were trying to take it. You don't know why. You always just kind of thought of this as like a badge of office, if you will. Like, 'cause you know that the other commanders have one too. It's like, oh, you were commanders. We must get these. You're not really sure what it's. Other than that, that's really the only insight that you have. You've never seen the other drawings before. Actually, you know what? Make a religion check. Make a religion check for me.
I got a 13.
13. It's familiar. It's vaguely familiar. You can't quite put your finger on it, but you just know that you've seen that somewhere. You just, what is that?
The drawing?
The drawing, yeah. There seems something similar to it, or something's vaguely familiar to it. As you move the notes, everything else is, there's some more papers. There's one that actually has your name. It kind of looks. You can't really read the rest of the writing, but you see your name. Below that, you see a small object wrapped in a cloth. It's a very dark black satin cloth that just shimmers as you move it. As you take it off, you see what could almost be described as a ruby or some type of stone or gemstone mask. But it is red. It is bright, vivid red. You flip it over, and if you look on the inside of it, on the forehead of where the mask sits is the same pentagon with the five markings coming off. One of them is the same color as the mask.
Out of curiosity, you mentioned that you can't read it. Is it in a certain language?
What languages do you speak?
Probably not. But I speak Druidic and Primordial, and all the languages in Primordial and Common.
Hey, everybody. I've got a magical ability where I can touch a page and read it in any language.
Okay.
Hey, Legato. I'm taking a look at
Remember,
this.
diplomat.
You cast the spell, you take a look at the page, and immediately it like rushes to you. This is correspondence from a variety of kingdoms. This one note has passed through probably 3 or 4 kingdoms on its way here, talking about the seal, the gate, talking about a holder of the gems is at sea. That's where we enter. Dorwin has one of the stones. And then at the very bottom it says, "In service to our queen."
I pass that. Well, I tell everybody this.
If I'm hearing that right, many kingdoms are plotting something.
That's what it seems like.
And many kingdoms are going to be coming to Kaldor.
Currently, yes.
Looks like war is upon us.
Have any other dignitaries arrived at Kaldor yet?
You left before any more were supposed to come. You left on your trip.
Let's fly back.
So you've
we
been.
need to hightail it back.
So you look. You're pushing things back, and Dorwin, as you're walking back to your ship, and you walk across the game plank, and you sit down on your ship. You look at the note again. You look at the symbol. You look at the mask that you bring with you. And you almost have a moment of divine inspiration as this image is almost beamed into your mind, where you see that symbol but on a giant stone door. You zoom out and you see this it's a massive cave with the door, and you see stonework laid out. You zoom back farther and you see long winding hallways going deeper into the mountain. Come back farther, and you see the citadel. You see the seat of power in Kaldor. And all of a sudden you rush back in, and you're right back at the gate again, and you see the door, and you see the symbol, and you hear the most blood-curdling scream of a dragon. But not 1, 2, 3, 4. You hear 5 distinct voices.
Fuck.
Nope.
And that's where we're gonna end today.
No, sir. I don't like it.
You said 5 voices, and you said queen.
Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. This has been a lot of fun for me to just throw this together. I had some amazing players here tonight. Everybody, let's go down the list. Dr. B, tell everybody where they can see you.
Well, you can always check us out at TakeThisOrg on all the socials, but I'm also the Dr. B on Twitter.
Mr. Gates.
Yeah, hi. I'm on Twitter. I'm at Chris G Gates, and you can sometimes see me on Worm Life on YouTube, which is Wormwood's web series. Yeah, that's where you can see me.
Cool. Chris, Mr. Snuggy.
Yes, aka Snuggy on pretty much everything. Catch me on Twitch Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursdays normally. We play video games, hang out, and imbibe beverages.
There you go. All right, and Omega Jones, Mr. Critical Bard.
What's up? What's up? Hi, Critical Bard here, also known as Omega Jones, because that's my real name. Active vocalist, creator of the unofficial Wormwood jingle, all around hot mess. You can catch me everywhere at Critical Bard. I'm a variety partnered streamer on Twitch, just like Wormwood is. I will say I can't announce exactly what it is, but keep a lookout on my channel, on my page this week, because things are getting announced. A lot of stuff is happening on Saturday for me personally.
Very cool.
You can check that out there.
Very cool.
That's me.
For those of you who don't know me, I'm Randall Hampton. I'm the author and illustrator of the Little Game Master series of books, which is basically Dr. Seuss meets Dungeons & Dragons. Great way to introduce your kids to D&D and tabletop games. I do an art stream for Wormwood every third Sunday, along with Devin Rue and Crystal Sully. And I also work with Geeks Like Us, where I do a show called Drawing Conclusions. Drawing Conclusions is basically where I sit down with influencers in different industries and talk about the intellectual properties that we all like, all love, listen to, watch, whatever. I draw pictures while we talk about those. So, for example, I drew a picture of Hermione while we were talking about Harry Potter, and that was a lot of fun. So I do that every other Friday on Geeks Like Us channel, so check them out. I'm also right here, Randall_Hampton. Come and hang out with me all the time, because I just draw and go for fun, and it's super chill. We have a lot of fun. And every once in a while, we do this. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming in. All of the subs, all the donos, all the bits, everything. Guys, I appreciate the support so much. It's huge. This has been a great blessing for me to just be a part of the community and be able to do something with all of you. So thank you so much to all you guys, Dr. B, Gates, Snuggy, Critical Bard. Thank you guys so much for doing this with me tonight. This was a blast. I loved it. It was
awesome.
Absolutely amazing.
Pleasure.
All right, everyone out there in the interwebs, thank you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Stay safe, stay healthy. Don't forget to love one another. Take care. Bye.